All right, welcome. Good evening, everybody. How is the audio this evening? Can everyone hear me? How is everybody? All right, so we got a bunch of people that already joined. That's awesome. Good evening, Chris. Good evening, Mina Milton. Good evening, Ginger Fisher. Good evening, Homer Feltus. Yes, good evening, Homer Feltus. Welcome, y'all. Let's see who else. Casey, welcome. Welcome, Chris. Who else we got here? Who do we got here? We got Nuga Knives. Welcome. Welcome. Danny Sims, welcome. Appreciate you guys being here this evening. I'm just trying to catch up here, of course. Who else we got? We got Frank. Frank, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I've missed anybody so far. We got 10 people. So I've got Casey. I think Paul. Paul, welcome. Welcome. No link for the giveaway. Yep, that's right. I need to add that real quick. Give me just a second. I was busy trying to work on an intro. I'm trying to make this better, trying to get better lighting, improve this always. It's, you know, I'm learning. We all can't be tri-state or, you know, everyday minimalist, ooh, wow, I can't talk. Minimalist. Man, you would think I couldn't talk. All right, so let me go ahead and just add that link real quick. Give me just a second, guys. All right, got the link, and now I'm going to put it into the video. Tonight, we are doing a giveaway, by the way. If you didn't know that, it is a giveaway evening. So if you didn't know, there will be a giveaway, and I just need to add the link for the giveaway. So give me a second. Come on. Why is it not clicking? There we go. All right. As soon as I put this in, all right. The link is there. It's been saved. So please refresh your browsers, refresh your session. You should be able to see it in the description now. Can you all confirm for me, please, if you wouldn't mind? Well, welcome this evening. I am, okay, loud, good evening, loud and clear. All right, that's good to know. Thank you. I appreciate that, Danny. Well, Homer, not much tonight. I mean, you know, just a live stream, I guess. I think that's something. I'm excited about it. I enjoy Mondays. I like Mondays. I also like giveaways Mondays too. That's kind of fun. But I do enjoy talking knives on Mondays. So for me, this is kind of a highlight. So I enjoy this. How about you? How are you doing? All right, Paul. Yes, everybody's saying hello. Let's see who else we got. We got Trevor. Did I say hello to Trevor yet? If I didn't, hello, Trevor. Who else do we got? Marisol. Oh, I like that name. Marisol. Welcome, welcome. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Marisol. Am I saying that correctly? That sounds like a French name, so I don't know. Chris Hinkle, welcome. Appreciate you being here. It's factoring in really well into everything. So yes, thank you. The factor is great. Let's see here. Who else we got? TJ. Okay, TJ, you refresh the link. It should be there now. Let me see if it's there. I'll double check. All right, so I'm going to refresh my page. Let's see if I refresh it. Yeah, it's there now. So if you refresh your page, it will be there. I just added it before we started, so please refresh the page. You will see it, and we'll go over the rules here in just a second. TJ, welcome. Appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you. Who else we got? We got, I said, Paul. Let's see here. Who else? Am I missing anybody? I don't know if I am. Trevor, good name. I like that. All right. All right. So when I say refresh, what it means is you'll probably have to like restart the, okay. So here, let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll go ahead and drop this down here. So this is kind of weird. It's, you know, within the page. So if like right now I refresh the page and I click it and I go over here to more, I see this link right here. Okay. But what I'm talking about is I have to get out. I have to like kind of reload the page like that. Once I reloaded the page, then that's when it shows up. Okay. And so then when you're over here, then you can click on the link and you can get into the entry video. All right, so this is the video. You skip the ad, right? And then you enter. Go ahead and put a comment in there. Make sure it's PG, all right? So we'll go over the rules here. For you guys who want to enter early, I'll just review the rules real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. So everybody, we'll get right on the camera there. All right. So must be 18 years old. You have to contact me in 7 days. I'll provide the email once we do the giveaway, right? You must provide me a continental USA address that I can ship to. It's got to be a valid address, okay? So just make sure you provide that. I will actually take your address, cut and paste it into my USPS postal app to create the label. So if it gets returned, you forfeit your prize. It's going to be part of the next giveaway. So make sure it's correct, all right? I'm just going to cut and paste it in there. By contacting me, you acknowledge that you're adhering to your state and local knife laws. And then also we're going to do a confirmation. It's super easy. I'm going to provide some screenshots. You're just going to make sure that you are who you are. We're doing this because as the channel grows, we have more people. We want to make sure the people who win the prize get the prize, okay? So that's the big deal. I just want to make sure whoever wins, you actually get the prize this evening, okay? So to me, that's really important. All right, so I had another screen open over here because I was showing you that, and I want to get back to the live stream to make sure I'm seeing this because I have to monitor this. Oh, let me get over there. There we go. All right, so here we go. Make sure I've got everybody. What do we got? All right. Oh, Carco, welcome this evening. Appreciate you being here. Just left the first comment. Thanks, Danny. Appreciate that. Appreciate you being here, TJ. Yeah, it's nice to have you here as well. Definitely. Chicago 23, welcome. Appreciate you being here this evening. We're doing a live stream. We're going to talk knives. I have a little topic for tonight. Of course, we're doing a little giveaway and kind of start things off. So you're welcome to stay for the giveaway. And if some people want to stay for the giveaway, I understand. But we will talk knives afterwards, obviously. Drink water, welcome. Appreciate you being here this evening. And did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? I think I've got everybody. All right. So just remember, when you leave a comment, when you click on that link, just make sure it's a PG comment. Don't let YouTube filters filter you out. Make sure it's something clean, you know. You can leave as many comments as you want, but I will filter out duplicate comments. So 1 entry per person. So, you know, just leave one, I guess. But if you want to leave another one, you're welcome to do so, obviously. But we will filter out duplicate comments. So it's 1 entry per person. All right. Is the talk about the Spyderco sale. Well, tonight, the topic tonight technically is what was your favorite and most recent knife mod? What was your favorite or most recent knife mod? All right, that's the topic for tonight. If you want to think about that, let it churn a little bit in your head and your mind, and we can talk about that. I can talk about mine and some of those discussions, but that is the discussion for this evening. All right, so let's see here. I have been trying to make sure the link was there. TJ, were you able to get the link? Were you able to refresh the page? Because everyone else has been able to refresh and get to the link. Are you all set? If it's not working, what I might recommend is like close this down and then jump back in. That sometimes works, you know, or maybe close the app and then open it up again. Maybe if you're on a computer, the web browser has to refresh the page. You might have to refresh your cache. If you're on iPad or you're a tablet or a phone, you might have to refresh the connection, okay? Does that make sense? Let me know if that worked for you. All right. Did anybody ask me a question? Because I was just trying to get all situated here. And so if you've asked questions, I might have missed it. Yeah, there's a McNeese Auto on the table for sure. The Spyderco sale. So Cheeto Bandito, what Spyderco sale again are we talking about? Are we talking about a sale that's going on like at Knife Joy, some of those exclusives? Are we talking about somebody selling Spydercos? Are we talking about something else? A Gerber. Okay, Gerber Center Drive at Walmart, $50. Hey, that's a pretty good deal. Frank, that's a pretty good deal. Yeah. Gerber's actually been coming out with some much better knives, I have to say. There's a few that were, I don't want to say surprising, but I mean, they were, because some, Gerber was struggling a little bit, I'd have to say. But some of their newer stuff has been pretty, I would say, from what they were to where they are now, it's been impressive. They're making a push, just like Kershaw made a huge push. They're really doing well. Oh, usually for 120, that's a pretty good deal. Wow. Oh, you're waiting on a whole shebang from my Mannix. Scales, cage, ball, hardware. So, Paul, where did you get all your stuff? What did you buy? I don't know if you noticed here in my Mannix, I actually upgraded this one a little bit. This is some rock scale titanium scales. This is the Flytanium ball cage lock replacement. It also includes the spring inside. It also has a ceramic ball inside, and this whole was a kit that I got from OCD for EDC. If you didn't know, he sells Mannix kits with the titanium Flytanium ball cage lock and the spring and the ceramic ball. And it's a really nice ceramic ball, by the way. It makes it really smooth. And then, of course, this is a Lynch clip, obviously. And what I like about the rock scales is they're linerless. So I think it's kind of cool. Which ones did you get? I'm kind of curious if you got something different. Oh, the Lava Fat Carbon on the M4 PM2. Oh yeah, didn't they have that? That's on sale too. That's like ridiculously low priced right now with those lava scales. That's a good deal. I saw that. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. That'll M4 it's kind of a competitor to Crewwear. Crewwear obviously is probably a little bit better, but that's a pretty good deal for M4. Oh, the Serge Panchenko Trisec recently. If you want to see it, DM me. Oh yeah, I definitely would. Yeah, Danny, I will definitely DM you. We'll talk about that because I'm kind of curious. I don't know if you noticed something here that's might have been something that Nick Shabazz might have done also. So, anyways, talking about mods, right? All right, I feel like I missed a bunch of conversations, or you guys are having some great conversations, which is awesome. I love that. All right, so Thomas McDonald, I don't think I said hello to you yet, so welcome. Appreciate you being here this evening. Who else did I miss? Casey, I don't know if I said hello yet, but I'm going to say hello if I did. I'm going to say hello a second time, so hello a second time. If I didn't, hello a first time. Drink water. Did I say hello to you yet? But, that's a good idea. Every time I see your name, it makes me thirsty. I don't know why. So I'm going to drink some water in your name, in your honor. What else? Nuga Knives. Okay, favorite mod so far was your titanium pyrite anodized blue for my dad for my Father's Day. Oh, that's nice. The most recent was polishing my Hinderer's blade. Ooh, grind. Okay, leaving a flat and swedge stone wash. Okay. Have you seen some of those Rick Hinders with the polished blades? I think the knife modders, they're the ones that have been doing that. Man, they're ridiculously, that's crazy. But that's one of those blades that if you use, as soon as you use it, it's going to scratch, right? It's not like it's the, like one of those, what is it? Rockstead? Is that the one, the Japanese knives, I think is Rockstead, right? They use that, what is it? ZDP 189? Is that what it is? ZDP 189, I think. That's really cool though, Nuga Knives. I think that's awesome. Hey, pizza operator, welcome. Appreciate you being here this evening. Welcome, welcome. I feel like I missed somebody also. Did I miss somebody? No. I think I got everybody so far. Paul, yep. Oh, Homer, yep. All right, so I'm caught up as far as saying hello, at least. Oh, there's a blue tint to it. Okay. That's cool. I like that. Is it like that purple or purple, what they call it, where it's kind of two different colors, or is it just a more of a blue? Homer, my soon-to-be wife cut my budget. Well, you know, when you have a family, those are things you do have to exchange for, and I understand that. I really do. I mean, but it's worthwhile in the long run. It really is. Let me tell you, these are things. Family is I think personally for me, it's more important, especially kids and wife and home. I value those more than any of these things here. Honestly, I do. Oh, we got a new titanium texture scale for your TRM, Adam. That's nice. Yeah, I did that. Now I got the line ones right here. You see that? That's just the typical line ones. It's not the diamond pattern, which it would have been cool to get, right? Is that the one you got with the diamond pattern? I bet that's probably did. That's super awesome. But this is still really nice. I like this a lot. Now, of course, I've had this knife for several years, so I've enjoyed that. 2015, okay. Came with the original Stonewash scales. OG, oh, came with OG, the original goat. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. A collision trace maps. Oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah. Did anybody here like reprofile their blades or the grind on their blades? I know that's a big deal. I haven't done that yet. That's kind of a big commitment on some things, but I know a lot of people do that. Okay, so Paul, you got the AWT. That's AWT is all weapons technology. Is that what it is? Am I thinking? Is that what that AWT stands for? I can't quite remember. I thought that's what it was. Cut a shoe budget. Casey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You're a bold man. I would never say that. I would never say that. The lightning you have above your knives. Lightning. Are you saying there's some sort of reflection that's going on up here? Is that what you're all talking about? Because I don't see it in the screen here. I don't see that coming through. Am I missing something? Maybe you're making maybe I'm missing something. I'm probably. Oh, the camera has a blue hue? Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's probably because of the backdrop here and the different colors. Maybe I need to, it's on auto. What they tell you is the first time you use this right here, right, is you're supposed to put it on auto white balance and autofocus. Sounds like I'm going to have to kind of set this a little more so, and I'll probably end up doing that. All right, so we finally got the camera working pretty good, right? This is the second week with the camera. So we got this working. We're not doing the phone, which it looks a little bit better, I think. Hopefully everybody agrees. But obviously, I now need to work on the white balance. Especially if you bring if I take this out, I suspect that's going to change the color probably a little bit. And if I put this back, it's going to change the color, I'm sure. So, yeah. Okay. Duly noted. So I apologize for the blue tint. See if I put my hand. If I put my hand here, I bet the color is more natural. So if I leave that in here and just kind of move that around, is that a better color? Homer, negotiations. I bet. I show new knives to my wife. She could care less. Hey, mind a Milton? You're not alone. I can do the same with my wife, and she could be like, oh, yeah, knife. You know, I mean, that's just honestly. Now, she likes Spyderco, though. She does like Spyderco, and that's one of her favorite knives. And she has two Spyderco. She has one on her keychain, and she has a little Delica. And I think she likes the pair of three. So, you know, there's some room there. But, you know, she's like, I don't need a knife. But she would mind winning a knife, but she doesn't want me necessarily to get her knife. Hey, Mike J, welcome. Appreciate you being here this evening. Thanks for joining, man. Yeah, we're just doing live stream, and we're gonna have a little giveaway here in a little bit, right? We're just talking and enjoying, talking about what's your most recent or your favorite knife mods, or favorite knife mods. You could have both. It could be the same thing. It could be two separate things, right? So what's your most recent knife mod, and what's your favorite knife mod? That's the conversation for tonight. And it could be something as simple as like putting on a clip. So this is a Lynch clip, right? Kind of cool. I like this clip a lot. It's really nice. Works great. Makes this a deep carry. That's a simple mod, right? It can be simple as something you did inside. Like I put skiff cage ceramic ball bearings on this one right here. Made the action just a little bit sweeter. That's a simple thing, right? I didn't do anything to this one, but it does come with extra magnets, and I was planning to probably adjust that because the action when you do this, the back, it's not as strong, and you can change that. So this, for instance, I changed this black scales to this orange and black scales, and I did black hardware instead for the silver hardware. So this is a little different than probably most of the other drift LCs, right? So we did Rips Garage Technology scales on this with a CME from OCD for EDC. Those are just a few things that you can do, right? So that's kind of what we're talking about tonight. We're just talking about mods and different things like that. All right, so Homer, let's see here. I'm missing a comment because somebody went, dang, Homer, it sounds like something cool. Applied Weapons Technology. Thank you, Paul, for confirming that. I was wrong, but cool. Hey, Autumn Wind, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for joining tonight. Yeah. We're going to have a little giveaway. We'll talk about that here in just a second. You probably saw the picture, so everyone knows it's a Civivi. It's kind of a cool little Civivi. I think you guys are going to like. Yeah, I know. So Nuga Knives, what it is, it's on auto. It's on auto white balance, and I need to set this, and probably after the live stream, I'm going to work on, you can set the white balance and like set it for hard-coded, or I don't know, hard-code, I'm a developer, so sorry. You can fix the white balance, right? So that it doesn't keep auto-changing. It's changing based on the screen right here. And this green right here messes it up. I've actually, when I've done some of my knife reviews, and I've used my iPhone, and it's just this green background, it does throw it off, and it does a blue hue on that one too. And I mean, they're pretty intelligent, but it's this green background. So I've got to make sure that I've got to fix the white balance on that. So that's what it is. So I apologize. It goes back and forth. It'll probably keep doing it unless my hand's in the picture. So sorry, guys. I don't think you want to hear me for 10 or 15 minutes messing with that. That would be, everyone would get bored and want to leave. Well, you know, it's just because it's so cold. I mean, it's so ice cold collection, right? It's such a cool collection. That's why it's blue. The camera is impressed with this collection right here. So every time it feels like it's got to frame it in a blue hue. Maybe? Okay, do you buy that? No, probably not. Yeah, it definitely looks better with a hand. I can see that myself. When the hand's in there, it definitely looks a more natural hue for sure. But it seems to be coming through pretty crystal clear, so I'm pretty excited about that. Seems to be a pretty good connection tonight. Yeah, the PM2. Maybe we'll move that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's try that. Let's see if we put that out of frame or just put it way off to the side. See if that helps. Let's see how that goes. You tell me. I'm looking at the broadcasted image here as well, so I'm going to see if that makes any difference. All right, Autumn Wind, welcome. Appreciate, well, I think I already said hello, but I'll say hello again. Behind the Edge, welcome. Appreciate you being here this evening. Welcome Behind the Edge. Thanks for joining. I appreciate that, Mind of Milton. Yeah, that's cool. I appreciate that. Everybody, if you didn't get a chance, maybe like the video and then like the entry video. I would appreciate it. That'd be really cool. All right, so we are probably about 25 minutes in. I did something, and I thought it'd be interesting to talk about. If you guys didn't know, I know I talk about memberships. People have asked me about memberships, so I thought I would just quickly show you what levels are if you're interested. And so it's just super quick. These are the 3 memberships. We have the Rob's Nerdy Knives Enthusiast. We have Rob's Nerdy Knives Nut or Knut. Oh, stay focused. Stay focused. Here we go. And then we have Rob's Uber Nerd or Knerd, right? And so you get the loyalty badges here. You get the priority comments, replies, right? And then here you get early access to new videos, members only polls. I do poll you guys pretty regularly. If you're interested, you don't have to participate, but I want you guys to have the opportunity if you want to. And then the exclusive members, if you do this one, you get a early members only video. I've done some behind the scenes videos. You get an exclusive sticker. It's probably going to be a holographic sticker, a hologram sticker if you're interested, and then some shout outs and thanks. All right. So I just want to let you know if you're interested. People have asked me about it. That's the only reason why I'm sharing. If you're not interested, you don't have to be a member at all to be part of this. If you're just a subscriber, I appreciate it. You're not just a subscriber. You are an awesome subscriber, and I appreciate that. So, but if you wanted to be a member, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about it. So there you go. All right. So that's it as far as I'm going to talk about the memberships. Let's talk about the giveaway. I know some people are here just for the giveaway, so let's talk a little bit about the giveaway. And I'll go through the rules. This is for all the new folks who just joined. Hey, Louie, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Lone Wolf, thanks for joining. Casey, did I say hello, Casey? I don't know if I did, but I'll say hello again. I feel like I've said hello to you now twice at least. So, well, hello. All right, so here's the rules, and it's pretty simple. And these rules I've tried to be consistent every time. You got to be 18 years old, right? You must contact me within 7 days. If you're the chosen winner, you have to contact me at my email, and I'll provide that in a second. When you contact me, you must provide me your valid continental USA address. Okay, so wherever your address is here in the USA, provide that. All right, and then that address will be what I will use to create a label. I'll cut and paste it out of your email. So make sure it's correct, because I'm going to cut and paste it. I'm not going to type it, write it. I'm going to do that. So if it gets returned, I've actually had one prize that got returned. I felt really bad. Guy gave me an address, and it went pretty far and came back because the address wasn't valid. I don't know if it wasn't forwarded, but yeah. So just make sure your address is correct. All right. And then by contacting me, you acknowledge that you are adhering to your state and local knife laws. That's really important. You're adhering. And then you're just going to do a quick confirmation of who you are. And we're doing that just to make sure the people who win get the prize. As the channel grows, this will be our way to make sure it's you're going to actually get your prize. I don't want somebody coming along and trying to sneak up and pretend there's somebody else and take a prize away, because that does happen on other channels. And I really want to avoid that here. So there we go. All right. Any questions about that? So let's go ahead and I'll go into the video and show you how to do it if you haven't done it yet. So here's our video right here, right? We're looking at the channel. What you can do is in here in the description, if you joined before I updated the description, you'll need to refresh this. So you'll go down here, hit refresh. It'll refresh the whole screen like this. You'll get this like, welcome to the chat. Just remember the guidelines, right? So you see that when you click on this is the description that occurs over here. Okay. And let me come a little closer here so everybody can see it. So you want to click on the more so you can see all the descriptions. These are all my affiliate links and links to, nav sale and Blade Ops, GP and different things like that. But right here, this is the link that you want to say. This is the entry giveaway. All right. So you click on that link. It's going to open up this video. You're going to play a little commercial. Thanks to you guys, I'm monetized, so it gets to play a commercial, and I appreciate that, you guys. Make sure you like the video, right? And you can skip it once it's played for a certain amount of time. And then you go in here and leave a comment, right? These are all the comments. Looks like we got a bunch already. That's awesome. Just make sure it's PG. Don't let YouTube filter out your comments. I don't want you to miss out on winning because the comment got filtered out, right? So that's what you're going to click on here. And then you're entered. Just make sure you like and subscribe. That helps the channel. So does that make sense to everybody? Did everybody get to see how that works? I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to probably wait probably another 5 or so minutes before we're going to do the drawing. I just want to make sure everybody's had a chance to enter. And what I can do is, let's go over here. So if you wanted to see it from the desktop, here. So here's the web page, right? You're going to click on the live stream to open it up. Here's a live stream as it opens up right as we're all talking. You'll see all this. So if you're on a PC, I'm showing you what it looks like on a PC. You're gonna see this section down here. It's going to say show more. You see that? You're going to click on that, and in here it's going to say here's the live stream. As it approaches, this link will be here. So if you don't see it, refresh your page, right? You're going to click on that. It's going to take you over here, and then over here you're going to go ahead and leave a comment down below. Go ahead and leave a comment here. You can say I like knives, whatever, right? And then you've entered. If you get a chance, maybe hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. But that's it. That's all you got to do to enter, and you're entered. Just one entry per person, just so you know. I will filter out duplicates, but that is really all you got to do. All right. Does that make sense? Did everybody get that? Hey, Cheeto Bandito, have a great night. I appreciate it. Hey, if you can listen in, we're going to do the drawing here in just a second. If you can play it in the background, maybe. If you entered, in case you get called, I don't want you to miss out, right? You got to be present to win. So just if you can, or somebody can text you or something, that would be cool. But Me with Knives, welcome. Appreciate you being here this evening. Don't think I said hello to you, Louie. Hey, Louie, welcome. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Thank you. Who else joined us? Did I miss anybody else? I think I got everybody right. Just Nate. I think I said hello. Oh, just Nate. Oh, you're at work and overtime. Hey, I understand. So just, go ahead and listen in the background if you can. So if you haven't entered yet, give it a couple of more minutes. Everybody to enter. Please enter the giveaway. It's going to be in the description. Click the link. Has everybody had a chance to enter? Let's see here. We got 29 people here. It's pretty good chances tonight. I mean, do y'all want to know what you could win? Does everybody want to know? I mean, that might help, right? So let's do that. That might be kind of nice. So let's clear all this stuff off. All right. Let me put it back to the desktop. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, so where'd it go? Oh, it's over here. All right. Okay, so this is the giveaway this evening. All right. It's a Civivi. Of course, you're going to get some stickers. Rob's Nerdy Knives, of course, you get one of those. I had some extra stickers from Lynch Clips, which is great. Traditional Pocket Dives, DLT Trading. So I figured I'd throw a few extra stickers in. And tonight's knife is a Civivi, and it's going to be can you all see that? A Baby Banter. This is the black G10 handle. This is a great knife. I love this thing. And you can even get unlocked composite scales for it, which I highly recommend if you haven't checked it out. All right, so you get your Civivi sticker. Bought this obviously from Rec, so there's another little card in there, and their instruction book is all in there. So, and the G10 one, right, with the deep pocket carry clip. Y'all see that? Here, let me move this off to the side so you can focus in on it and it doesn't take away from the knife. All right. So here is and I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. So let me do that. All right. So here is the knife itself. The G10 handles, deep pocket carry clip, blue anodized pivot studs, right? And it's also got 2 standoffs in the back. Now, if you're not familiar with the Baby Banter, what makes this really cool, as small as this is, you can get a full grip on this knife because of that finger choil. It's made to choke up like this. And I've got medium to medium large hands. They're large width-wise, medium finger-wise, right? So a large hand, I can get a full grip. Even an extra large to double extra large, I've seen people with extra large, double extra large, they can do the full grip. Now, the double extra large, you might be on the edge right here a little bit, okay? So you might be on the edge, but extra large and large, you'll definitely have a full presentation grip. I think that's really nice. And this is Nitro V steel, and I've stropped this up, so it's pretty sharp. And it's a liner lock, locks up really well. Action's really nice. Drops, nice and centered. But this is a great little knife. If you want a 5th pocket knife, this is awesome. If you need a little knife for the shorts or something, I think it's really awesome. So I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. So you're going to get, obviously, the packaging. You'll get some stickers with it. That'll be part of the whole thing right here. So that is the giveaway tonight. What does everybody think about that? Just as you all know, obviously, I don't have a bunch of knives that I get given by a lot of manufacturers yet. I would love to see that happen at some point so that I could pass it along to you guys. And as the channel grows, hopefully that'll happen. And you guys all being here, being part of it, I think that's what makes it happen. So, oh, I saw we have a huge jump in people who just joined. So, all right, so this is the giveaway knife right now. If you haven't entered, enter in the description. There's a link for the video. Go into the video, in the description, click on that, enter, leave a comment in that link, the giveaway video. You got to leave a comment, make sure it's PG so YouTube doesn't filter out your entry, and that's it. Just like and subscribe too. I'd really appreciate that. But go enter the video. Has everybody entered? Who here has not entered? Let me read the comments real quick. I want to make sure. Am I missing anybody? Yeah, so this is a nice baby banter. I think everybody will like this. I have unlock composite scales on my baby banter, which are awesome. If you haven't checked them out, we can talk about that at the end of the evening. I think that is a really, really cool thing to have. I think I have, yeah, oh, I have my banter out. It was on my desk. Here's my banter, and this is the unlock composite scales. These are really nice. This makes the banter. This is you have the baby banter. This is the banter. This is the in between, and then you have the big banter. By the way, the guy who does unlock composites, he's making these scales for the big banter. I don't know when they're going to be available, but he's making them. But makes the access really nice, and I mean, he does such a great job of milling it. If your knife was centered before, it's going to stay centered. Its precision's outstanding. But that's up to you. If you just want the banter and beat it up and whatever, that's up to you, right? All right, did everybody get a chance to enter? Anybody not get a chance to enter? I want to see if anybody need a second. Civivi customer service. That's good to know, Paul. Appreciate that. Yeah, I know Wii is really good because I actually won a knife from Wii, which is really awesome, and they're super great people. So yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's a good story there, Paul. All right, Ask Test Kits, welcome. Hey, appreciate you being here. I don't think I said hello to you. Byron Kennedy, welcome. Louis, I think we said hello already, but I'll say hello again. I want to make sure. All right, did everybody get a chance to enter? Who has not entered yet? Who has not entered? If you haven't entered, please enter. Please enter. If you haven't entered, please enter. All right, so we're about ready to do the giveaway. Let me know. Everybody's entered? Me with knives. Oh, Amy's here. All right, so welcome. Jason, hey. All right, Jason, you entered. Good. Anybody not enter? Joe, Isabella. Joe, have you entered? All right, how to enter, Joe. If you didn't know, the entry is in the description, okay? So let's do that. I'll go over here real quick. Let me do the web and me over here. So here's the video. Here's a live stream tonight, okay? I'm going to go ahead and open that up. All right, so here's a live stream. Obviously, it's going to play a quick commercial, but I just want to see, here's a live stream, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down here. This is the description area down here. You see where it says show more? This is the area that you need to be clicking on right here. So click on that. There's a link right here. This is the link right here. Click on that. It's going to open up the entry video, which is this video right here. It might play a little commercial. Just wait and go right through it, right? And then you want to leave a comment down here. Leave a comment down here. Make sure it's PG, one entry per person. You can leave more than one, but I'm going to filter out duplicates. But this is where you would enter, okay? If you haven't done that, just leave a comment. You can say, I like knives, or I'd like to win a knife, or, knives, whatever. It can be anything. It can be goofy. I don't care. Just make sure it's PG and doesn't get filtered out. But there you go. That's the entry. Did everybody get that? All right, so Joe, you're entered. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Now, once I draw, I'll wait a few minutes. So if somebody's taking out a dog, right? Kevity, if you're taking out your dog, I'll wait. We'll wait a few minutes for you, but just want to let everybody know. All right. Lemmy, welcome. Appreciate you being here. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get the entry video up here, and it is YouTube Random Picker. Not premium yet. I would love to be at the point where I had to be a premium member. That would be cool. If you guys get the channel there, that'd be super awesome. We'll sign up. All right, so what I'm going to do is this is the video, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the share button, and I'm going to copy. This is the link, okay? Everybody agree? This is the link right here. So we're going to copy that link, okay? I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to paste it in here. So we'll go ahead and paste the link. Everybody agree that's the video, the link to the video. You're all good with that? I'm going to filter out duplicates. All right, we have to do a little bit of math down here. So 1 plus 8 is 9. So I'll hit 9. All right, here we go. Everybody ready? Everybody entered? Everybody good? If you didn't enter, last call, last call. All right, last call. I'm about to go ahead and click YouTube comments. If somebody didn't enter, let me know, but I'm going to go ahead and click it. 42 comments, 1 in 42 chance. That's a pretty good crowd tonight. All right, 1 in 42 chance to win the knife. So good luck to everybody. Dane, did you get a chance to enter? I just saw you just joined. And Tony, did you get to enter? Because you guys are here so regularly, I will wait another minute. I know everybody else is like, no, just go. But I mean, these guys show up very regularly, and I want to give them a chance. If they haven't entered, did you get a chance to? You did. Good. All right. And Tony, did you get a chance to enter? Did you get a chance? All right. Good. All right. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the winner. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Let's see who it is. Thomas McDonald, congratulations, you're the winner. Thanks so much for the opportunity, Rob. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thanks so much for everybody being here. And I know if everybody's got to go, you got to go. I appreciate you all being here. Those of you who've got to go, thank you. But Thomas, I assume you are here. So let's before we do that, let's make sure Thomas is here, because you know you got to be present to win. So I'm going to wait a second to see if Thomas is here. Thomas, are you here? Please be here. We'll wait a second for you. Were you the guy that had to take the dog out? Was that you? I thought that was somebody else. If it was Thomas, let me know. So we're going to wait. We'll wait a minute or so. But Thomas, are you here? Yes. All right. Thomas is here. Congratulations, Thomas. All right. So let me go ahead and give you the email address. Here it is. I don't know. Can you see that? Oh, nope. You can't not see that because it's not the desktop. All right. Let me see if I can get a nice angle on that. Can you see that? So email me at robsnerdyknives@gmail.com. Okay. robsnerdyknives@gmail.com. If you go on the PC and you go to my channel page and there's a link for the email address, it's the same email address. You just have to, I don't think you can do it on a YouTube app on a smartphone. I think you have to actually go to a web page to be able to see it, but that's the email address to go ahead and email me. Provide me your continental USA address, and then I'll just get you to verify. But congratulations, Thomas. I think you're going to enjoy that baby banter. And there's so much you can do with the baby banter. There really is. All right, Paul, you have some adulting to do. I understand. Paul, thanks for joining. I appreciate you being here. Everybody else who's leaving, I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks so much. But for the rest of you guys who want to stay and talk knives, we're going to talk about what's your most recent or your, what do we call it? Most recent or your favorite, sorry, your favorite or most recent mod. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Paul, have a good night. Appreciate you being here. Anybody else have to go? No. You have to throw pizza operator. I understand. Put those kids to bed. Mine are 16 now, so I don't have to put them to bed. Usually they put me to bed. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that old yet. They think I am. You know, at 16, they think I'm like 80. They keep joking about that. They think they're funny. It's all going to come back and haunt them when they have their own kids, right? All right. So if you didn't know, here we go. This was Thomas. Thomas was the winner. All right. So we'll put this up for just one more second for Thomas. Everybody can see Thomas was the winner. And this is the email address to email. So Thomas, if you didn't get to write it down and you didn't get to send it, you can go back to the video. You can come up to probably where we're at in the video. We're how far in? We're doesn't tell me. Doesn't tell me how many minutes I'm in. But anyways, you're gonna go in a bit into the video. I don't know why I can't see that. Maybe 45 minutes ago. So 45 minutes into the video, and you'll see that. All right. Congratulations again. All right, email sent. Awesome. I'll be looking for it. I will probably check it tonight or sometime this week. If I don't get to you right away, probably because we're finishing up the live stream, and maybe I'm eating dinner, and maybe I'm trying to go to bed. So, but maybe in the morning for sure. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this away. Congratulations again to Thomas, and I'm going to package this up for him, and then we're going to chat some knives. I really like to know about people's knives and mods and things that they've done. I would love to hear about, I mean, it could be the simple mod, right? It doesn't have to be a super complicated, crazy, over-the-top mod, right? There are simple mods. I mean, truth be told, I mod probably knives way too often, and do a whole lot of modding to knives. I don't know what order they were in. I know we can't have that one in the middle because it was messing with the colors, I think. I think these were down here. I think this one was up here, over here, something like that. I don't know. Close enough. Is it on the screen? Somewhat centered. There we go. All right. So this was the knife candy, eye candy for the evening. All right. So. All right, let me catch up on the conversation here, make sure. Oh, the Frag TI on the Penguin. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, that's nice. Now, is that the traditional pocket knives exclusive, or did you get someone to actually do that to your Penguin? Because that would be really cool if you also did that. That would be different. That would be very unique, right? Oh, Thomas won a pyrite from Metal Complex. That's awesome, man. Thomas, it sounds like you need to go out and buy. I'm not advocating lottery, but you seem to be doing pretty well. You might consider buying a lottery ticket. I would. That's pretty awesome. I've entered Metal Complex giveaways for years, and I've never won once, ever. I would like to win someday. I'm hoping maybe he has this big 300,000 giveaway. Maybe I'll win that one. That would be super awesome, right? I keep dreaming. Okay, so me with knives, favorite mod, I put 218 blade on a Rat 1 handle inspired by Newcastle Ninja. A 218 blade? A 218 blade? What is a 218 blade? Is that a type of steel I'm not familiar with, if it is? Hey, Tyler, swapping out the Lander scales, I think it counts. Do you put in skiff cage ceramic ball bearings? Do you change out the washers? I think that counts. I've done that on almost every knife. I put new, well, I actually didn't do it on this one. I did on this one. I put skiff cage ceramic ball bearings on this one, and I did it on the Redemption 229 by Chavez. That I did. I put scales on this one, on my Shaman. I really like that. I put RG Custom Works scales on my Para 3 with the awesome clip. I don't know if you see that right there. Look at that clip. That is really nice. And look at this. I don't know, for those of you guys who've had some of those Mettenboss clips, look at how nice that is. It goes in and out of the pocket really nicely. But man, this is so nice. Contoured, it's so comfortable. Nick Shabazz actually has this too, but obviously, you know, I think he got his for free. But there you go. Same Atom, okay. Yeah, I did that on my Atom. I actually have the red lava, the fat carbon red lava, the red fat carbon scales, which I kept because I have a feeling I can swap between the two. I like the titanium scales a lot, but I also like the red fat carbon, and it's nice to have the option to switch. And if everybody doesn't know, if you don't know about TRM, USA made knife, all right? These two screws, all you gotta do is take them off and you can swap out the scales. You don't have to take the innards. It's like the Lander, okay? Except this is, you know, USA higher end version. The Lander is kind of a budget, very great friendly knife, and I like the Lander. By the way, I did order the Unlock composite scales for my Lander. I'm getting those in. And I was talking to the guy from Unlock Composite Scales, if you didn't know this, and he doesn't have any pictures, and he said he was going to probably update the pictures, but when it says left hand, right hand biased, that means that there's no insert for the left-handed. You know how on the Lander, I don't have one here. I'll have to go get it in just a second, but do I have it over here? No. Oh, it's over there. But anyways, if I can go get it. But you know how you have the, yeah, none of these have it. All right, well, I have to go get the Lander to show you. But on the opposite side where the clip is, there's an insert. Well, the Unlock Composite Scales, he actually has them so that there's no insert. So it's similar to this, right? So normally you would have an insert on the backside. He has it so it's right hand only or left hand only. It can be right hand only, left hand only. So if you're left-handed, you don't even have to use the insert, which I was super excited about. But none of his pictures showed that. And I kept asking him about it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I have it." He goes, "I guess that I need to put some pictures," which I thought, yeah, that would be cool because I didn't know. And so I ordered them. All right, so who? Oh, cool. Let's take a look. Behind the Edge. All right, real quick, I'm gonna go over here. So Mind of Milton just posted for Behind the Edge. If you haven't had a chance to take a look, if you guys haven't subscribed, definitely give him a subscription. He broke 1,000 recently, which is congratulations, awesome. It was super exciting to see that happen that night. I think. Did that happen on Lefties or Tri-State? I think one of those two. Anyways, but congratulations. Get a chance to check him out. Oh, we got also another link real quick. I'm going to take a look at that. The Tucson. What is this? Oh, all right. So this is the Tucson, the rat one. Okay, that's cool. I like that. I can watch a little bit of it. I can't do too much because, okay, I see what you're saying. I don't want to get a copyright infringement by showing too much. I think I can do like 10 seconds or something. That's really cool. I like the fuller in there. That's really cool. Very nice. Cool. Thanks for sharing that, man. I think that's really cool. I'm going to go ahead and close this, Thomas. And I'll close this, and then we'll close that. All right. Let me catch up on the comments here. I think I need to make sure I'm catching up. Oh, the RGT TI scales for my 15 Shaman. Wow. Yeah, that's cool. Behind the Edge. That is really cool. Anodizing hardware. Nice. Acid test with kids. I haven't done any anodizing. I also need to dye my scales. My undyed, my JG10 scales, which are plain G10, right? I have a goal. I just haven't had time to do that. And I know it's pretty simple. I just need to do it. You mod more times than not, Joe. I understand that. Let's see here. Oh, Behind the Edge. You won an MC Live? That's really cool. Man, you guys, that's really cool. I would love to win one of these days. That'd be cool. You won an Atom. Lemmy, really? Welcome, by the way, Lemmy. You won an Atom? That's awesome. Is it the titanium one that he was giving away? I believe it has the same scales. Oh, you can't see that. Let me do that. I believe it had the same scales as this. It wasn't his diamond pattern one, if that's the one, right? Is that what the one was, Lemmy? Oh, hey, Just Nate. Hey, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you being a member. Hey, you know what? Where are my kazoos? You've been a member for a month, so you've been a 1 month member. That deserves a big congrats. So here you go. This is for you, Just Nate. So here you go. Congrats, man. So I appreciate that. I'm gonna go back to the desktop so we can see some more knives. All right, so Lone Wolf, what I actually have, let me show you guys. I'm gonna go grab it real quick. So just hold 1 second. You'll hear me because I have a wireless mic, but I'm gonna go grab this, and since I'm up, I'll go ahead and grab this other knife as well. All right, I'm back. Okay, so let me show you the die here. Actually, I'll do it right here on the camera. So I have this RIT die more, and this is the one, a synthetic fiber die. This is the one, apricot orange, my wife got, because orange is my favorite color, and I wanted to do kind of like a, like a hunting kind of color or something out. And I was thinking maybe something like this with an orange would be really cool. But this stuff, I think what you do is there's a certain mix that you get, and there's some YouTube videos out there, and my goal is to try to show you how I do it. But you're supposed to clean this, take the scales off, clean them with alcohol, then you boil them in there or I don't know if you boil them, but this gets really hot. You dip them in for a certain amount of time, and then it absorbs the color. Like the cool thing is, if the color doesn't work out and you don't like it, you can get the black dye, and you can just totally, cover up whatever colors you did, and if you didn't like them. Hey, the Norman Invader, welcome. Appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so tonight, Norman, we're talking about what's your favorite or most recent knife mod, right? And it can be anything. It could be something like changing out scales on a lander, and I think that's a legitimate mod, right? Because I actually just ordered the unlocked composite scales for the lander that I'm going to try, because this is S35VN, I might have a M390 version of the lander that I need some unlocked composite scales on. So there we go. It could be putting some, RIPS RGT scales on. It could be a little CME, compression made easy. It could be just putting some skiff cage ceramic ball bearings. It could be putting a different clip on your knife. So whatever that is, or it could be, totally super modding a Manix 2 with scales and ball cage lock and all sorts of stuff, or putting different scales on them. Or it could be something that the one that I'm really excited about is this one right here. The RG Custom Works. His scales, I really love these. I think they are just so amazing. And I'm super excited about this. And it's dead center, super nice. Super nice. And it's just great. Makes this Pair 3 just something really exciting to carry. So that's what we're talking about. Oh, you mod a tagged, let me see here. Another mod I did was I did turn my tag out into a toe tagged and dyed the scales black and replaced the orange spacers with black ones. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Oh, we got Bob. Bob, hey, welcome. Appreciate you being here this evening, Bob. Thanks for joining, man. Dang Ross, welcome. Welcome. I don't think I said hello yet, but I'm going to say hello if I didn't. Alex Torres, what's up? Appreciate you joining, man. Thanks for joining this evening. We're talking about what's your favorite or most recent knife mod. Okay, it can be anything. Just love to hear what y'all's are. I'm happy to talk about what I did recently and what I'm planning to do if you're all interested. But certainly we can talk about that, or any things that maybe a knife mod you've been thinking about. Maybe something you want to do, or maybe a knife mod you saw someone do that you really like. Yeah, thanks, Norman. I appreciate that. Yeah, I had actually been on his waiting list for quite a while. It took a long time to get on his waiting list for this. If you're interested in these, you need to reach out to him and get on his waiting list, and I think it's worth it. It took a long time because he's a one-man shop. He does these.
I wanted to make these look really, really nice, and I think he did. So I can't recommend those enough. And for me, this was really easy to replace. Now, I've done this before, so if you've never replaced scales on a Spyderco, it can be daunting with the lanyard hole. That lanyard hole can be a real pain, but if you know what you're doing and you've done it before, it's a little easier, right? But there you go. All right, I think my chat in my, oh, there goes, my app finally caught up. Okay. The Mannix 2, all right, from Knife Center, Spyderco sale. Saw someone was selling Flytanium scales. Oh, nice. Switching the scales will be my first knife mod. Well, good luck, Norm. I like switching out. I think every Spyderco I have, I've switched the scales out. I don't think I own one Spyderco that I didn't. I did it on my Shaman. I did it on my Para 3, my Para 2. I did it on my Mannix. I did it on my Smock. Yeah, those are the ones that I've have. I had a Yojimbo, but I returned that one. Well, actually, it was a Yojumbo. I didn't know it was a Yojumbo. It was way too big for me. Maybe I should have tried the Yojimbo, but the Yojumbo that's a big knife. Make sure I'm probably missing a few here. All right, you got rid of the Sagaya patterns and you added the unlock composites. Oh, you already did that to yours, Tyler? Ah, you beat me to it. That's what I'm doing. Man, that's awesome. How do you like it? Now, did you get yours with the right hand or left hand bias without having the little having the little insert in the back? Did you do that, or did you get the one with the insert so you could still swap it out? I don't know. All right, Brandon W. American, you got scales on. Okay, so you got the AW American. Oh, man, I gotta know. I know the AWT scales. I mean, if you guys didn't know, there's a lot of great scales out there. AWT, there's Rock Scales, Flytanium makes them, Rips Garage Technology, RGT, RG Custom Works, Original Goat. There's a whole bunch of people who make some awesome scales out there. I like the Spyderco because it can be modded so much. It's really, really fun. And I mean, this mod right here is really plain Jane, but you could get some crazy colors and do some awesome things because Flytanium, you can get anodized colors, get different kind of scales. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. Even Lynch has a whole bunch of different colors for his clips. There's just a lot, and you can get different hardware. I mean, that's a lot of fun. So actually, Thomas, the Mannix wasn't super hard. You know, a good video that I enjoyed was OCD for ED. Well, okay. I did a video, and you can watch my video if you wanted to see it. I thought it was relatively easy for me. Mine was the first time I ever did it, so if you want the experience of a person who did it the first time by themselves, you can watch that. You can watch one by OCD for EDC, because I got his little kit with the Flytanium cage ball lock and the ceramic ball and the spring, but he also shows you a video of how he does it, and he's done quite a few of them, right? So he does this quite often. That's a good video to watch because he's done it very often. Just like if you ever need to, if you have a axis lock or an able lock, the KPL loop, the videos, there's a KPL video on switching out the Omega springs on a bug out. One of the best videos on switching out Omega springs on a bug out if you need it. I think KPL is, I really like that video a lot. Oh, you got the Wolf P blue dyed. That's cool, Alex. That sounds really nice. That sounds really, really cool. Wait, who got, dang Ross, you chopped your Shaman? Did you do a regrind on the blade? Yeah, Dwayne, somebody was talking about that earlier, the Lava Flow Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Yeah, let's real quick, we'll take a look at that. I think that's worth looking at, right? Let's go over there. SMKW knives. And it's probably, I thought it was on their original homepage. Yeah, there it is, right there. That is a good deal. If you've been thinking about getting a pair of two, this is a really, really nice deal. And so if you didn't see that, where is it? Where's the blade steel? I'm missing it. Just walked by it. Or drove, yeah, there's CPM M4 blade steel. And if you didn't know, Spyderco, their heat treat is amazing. They've really nailed that down. One of the few companies I feel I could really trust their heat treat a lot. But that's a great deal. $139 for that. I mean, I know a Crewwear is probably just a little bit better steel. I get that. But for that price, I just don't, I mean, if you're wanting to get a pair of two, this is the time to get it. Not only do you get some really nice lava flow fat carbon scales if you wanted something a little different, but that M4 steel is really good. I mean, I don't even think you can get a skinny for that price. And if you didn't know, a lot of times Spyderco sells skinny versions of their knives, which is usually an FRN, kind of a cheap plastic. So it's cheaper, but you can still, a lot of times I think they do it because they know people are going to mod them anyways. Oh, dang, Ross, you're on the mailing list? Yeah, he's pretty good. I mean, he actually mailed mine out and forgot to tell me that they were mailed out. And then he emailed me and says, oh, I mailed this out. And I got it the next day. And I'm like, oh, okay. It had been already mailed out like a few days before. But, I mean, I don't care. His work is amazing. You know, I was just excited to get these. These are by far my favorite pair of 3 scales. I don't know. They're just really nice. So, just my personal opinion. Something I really enjoy. No, the lightweight, Tyler, the lightweight can be. Matter of fact, rock scale designs. Here, let me show you the rock scale. I don't want to, no thanks. I'm probably missing comments, so please, if you want to, if I miss something, let me know. But let's do the rock scale. Let me make sure I can spell. Rock scale design, scales. So let me show you. They're linerless. They work even with the skinny versions. So here we are. Okay. So let's go down to, because that's the 80/20. We go down to Spyderco. They do the 940, the Osborne. All right. So here's the Mannix. So you'll see here's the skinny. And if I had known this, I probably would have bought the skinny instead of the regular because I would have saved me some money. Their scales are just a little bit, now you can get the real plain ones right here, right? And they are linerless, which I think is just super cool. So you'll see everything fits right in here. Okay. I think it's pretty cool. And then if you want it like the skinny with that design, I think this is close. Yeah, this is, it's not quite my design. This is more of a diamond pattern, but you can see that. But yet these are also linerless as well. Really nice, I think. So yeah, you can get the linerless in the skinny design for sure. Oh, so you got that with the tweezer and the pick. Oh, that's cool. Are you gonna? Hopefully you'll. I don't know. I'd love to see some pictures of that. That would be really cool to see. Oh, Trevor. Is it Trevor? Is it because you're in Canada? Or you're out of country? Is that why they can't ship it to you? Norman Invader. Took a lot of willpower not to spend more. Yeah. My first Spyderco modding just seems obligatory. Yeah, it is. You know, might as well enjoy it and have fun with it, right? Yeah, the original goat. So were you able to get the original for your Doug Ritter? They were always sold out when I looked, and it made me really wish. I would love to get the original goat mini Doug Ritter scales, the titanium ones, on a mini. I think that would be super awesome. Yeah, so Rocky, you're right. I used the rock scale ones, and I didn't use my liners, and I actually when I took it apart, I left the scales and the lanyard hole intact because that was a hard part of getting apart. I just left them attached. And if I wanted to, I could just stick everything back together in there. So for me, it's like I didn't even have to destroy them. I just took the innards out and used that, which, you know, is an option unless you need the liners. If you get a scale where you need the liners, then obviously that may not be an option for you. Yes, I did. Titanium ball cage. So Dang Ross, this right here. Oh, I'm not showing you my desktop here. So Dang Ross, this right here is a titanium ball cage. This is the plain one, but it is the titanium one. And obviously they make these in different anodization colors, right? And if you can't find them elsewhere, a really cool place to go is OCD for EDC. He sells a little kit that includes the titanium ball cage, a ceramic ball, a spring that's a little not as strong. And if you wanted something that's a little smoother, I like that spring a lot. But he also sells a little pin. So if you want to keep the spring and you can stick it in there, you can stick the spring in there like right in that hole right there like this. And you can hold and you can leave it like overnight and it'll make that spring a little not as strong. It'll make it weaker. Not weaker, but it'll take some of the, you know, the spring, the energy of the spring out. Because it compresses it for a period of time. But the ceramic ball is really awesome. It's very smooth. And you put a little bit of a like 85 weight nano oil on there. It makes it really smooth. But that's a great little kit for 45 bucks, which all that together, you couldn't get all that for that cheap otherwise. So I think worth checking out if you didn't. You brought a Zahn with green anodized scale secondhand and put a green Timascus RGT clip on it. That's cool. Oh, I'm catching up, man. You guys did a lot of stuff to your knives. I like that. That's really cool. Makes me feel like I'm not the only one, right? Because I tend to do a lot of stuff to my knives, and I don't know. It's fun. I don't know about you guys. I enjoy this. It's a lot of fun, even if from a small thing, you know, if you get to do some things. For instance, I actually talked to Brian Winters. I'm going to get the carbon fiber overlay for this. So when he's making some more of these, so I'm going to get the one that covers this so that it usually it costs a little extra, but you have to pay extra for that. But I'm going to get that piece so I can put it on top of here. I just like that idea to cover the blade, right? But some people don't. Some people like that exposure because, you know, I guess if you smoke cigars, I mean, heck, this makes a great, you know, cut your cigar with, right? I don't know. Lone Wolf, man, I hear you. Sometimes, you know, we're all in different places in life, right? And just because that's where we are now doesn't mean that's where we're going to be down the road, okay? So, you know, just hang in there, stay strong, you know, don't give up. That's all I can say. Don't give up. You keep working at it. You just stick with it. In the end, there will be light. There'll be light at the end. The sun will rise in the morning. It's just hang in there. Yeah, and that's true. You can always dye them. Absolutely, you can do that. Yeah. You know, Lone Wolf, I've been there. I've actually sold a few knives before when I had to pay for bills for the kids. Some things we had to do, the emergencies that came up. And you know what? I would do it again in a heartbeat because sometimes, you know, you get in a situation where if you've got to, you'll do it, you know, because family and taking care of those things are more important. You can always come back to this at another point later on in life, right? At least that's the way I look at it. I enjoy these things. I want to keep a hold of them, but if it came to that, then yes, absolutely, I would sell every knife for the sake of my family, or just to do what I had to do, right? That's okay. So that's just my 2 cents on there. I just want to make sure you don't feel alone. A lot of people have been there. I've been there, and you know, some of us will be there again. And just encourage one another, and just you'll get through it. And there'll be new opportunities. There'll be a new day tomorrow. That's my encouragement. I don't know if it's encouraging. I'm trying to be encouraging. That's my goal. I'm trying my best. Hey, Josh, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Dean Griffin. Yes, that is the Drift LC on the bottom right. And real quick, that is an orange black scales with black hardware, which I know they don't sell. But I kind of got that because I got a chance to get a hold of one of these before it was out and got a chance to do a review on this. Kind of cool, kind of early. And liked it so much that I asked them, I said, hey, any chance I can buy it? And they were like, yeah, they'd sell it to me. I mean, it even came with, it had a little nick because it was a kind of a pass around. And I'm like, I like this too much. I don't care. That nick doesn't bother me. This is a great knife. I love the ergos of this, but yes, great knife if you were curious. I don't know if you have any questions about it, but yeah. Oh no, I haven't done the radioactive one. No, it's got the I know it's radioactive. It's oh my gosh, I have it on my sights on my personal defense tool. Yeah, yes. I haven't tried those, so they look cool. That would be something I'd be willing to try. Well, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, Josh. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Josh, I understand, man. I understand. Hungry Bird, I tell you, that is the deal of the day, man. I don't know. They must have had a large inventory come in and decided they needed to move them, and maybe they wasn't moving as quick as possible, or they just wanted to have a lot of people do a lot of traffic to come check out their stuff, because that kind of deal absolutely makes me go to Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I can't talk. And check out their stuff. I mean, that is ridiculous. We were just looking at that deal here. If I go back here. Yeah, here we are. Oops. Oh, no, now I'm clicking too far. Let's go back. Yeah, so we were just looking at that deal. That is a great deal, Hungry Bird. If you're looking for a Para 2, this is the one to get. If I didn't already have a Para 2, and I have a Para 2 at CPM S45 VN steel, and for me, that's fine. And you guys know, I rarely ever get two of any knives. I say rarely now. I can't say I never get two of any knives. I've broken my own rule. You all know that. I broke it on the Relative. Yes, I admit it. I broke it on this rule, but I'm okay with that because it's an okay knife to break the rule on. But yeah, that right there, if I was wanting to get another steel, an M4 steel, that would be definitely a knife to check out. So Hungry Bird, yeah, it's a crazy deal. If you didn't get it, you need to get some. They're still in stock. Yeah, they're still in stock. Let me refresh this. Make sure it's not all gone as we're talking, right? Yep, still inventory, still there. You can still get it for $139.99. I mean, that is a crazy deal. If you're looking for a Para 2, that is a good deal. And you can even sizzle it for $35. Yeah, that's even nicer, right? So if you needed to sizzle it, now, buy responsibly. Don't do irresponsible things like I might have done last week that you guys led me down the dark path of, and I did, and here it is. I don't regret it. Okay, honestly, I don't regret it, but that I gotta rein those horses back a little bit and I gotta wait a little bit. But I did something else, and you'll find out this week about that. We'll talk about that. Yeah, I can't. I probably really can't talk about it here, but you'll find out very soon what the other thing I did this week too. It's pretty cool. A skiff drifter. What's a skiff drifter? I don't know anything about that one. Do I like the TRM? I really do. I like the TRM a lot. I think, if you like the size of the Atom, to me, this is a great size. I love this size. I think I would have liked the Neutron too. The Neutron's a great size too. If you want something, you feel this is just a little bit too big, the Neutron is a really nice alternative if you want something a little smaller. I personally love the Atom, and I've had this for a few years now, and I've enjoyed this, and I've actually have different scales for it. I've had 3 different sets of scales for this. I had the carbon fiber, I had the red contoured red fat carbon fiber, and now I had the titanium one. And I still have my red fat carbon fiber that I will keep because I will probably swap them out when I feel like switching it out. But I love both the titanium and that. This is a great knife. It's on phosphor bronze washers. The action's ridiculous. It's a thin, slicey blade. It is so reliable. I mean, everything about it is great. It's all titanium. It's titanium scales, titanium liners. They carbonized the liner lock. So this is titanium on steel. And so this right here is carbonized at the very end of the liner, the lock bar for the liner lock. But it's great. Fantastic knife. If you've been thinking about getting a TRM, I cannot recommend them enough. Great, great company, great knives. I love them. Yeah, Hungerbird, it is crazy deal. Definitely. All right, Alex, appreciate you being here. Thanks for joining tonight. You have a good evening. Thanks for joining the Monday night live stream, man. It's appreciate you being here. So hopefully we'll see you next week. Yeah, the Factor is so good. I admit, I wanted this. I was trying to get this when he had, Brian was dropping some, and they were doing the pre-orders for the B3. And of course, it sold out in seconds, so I didn't get a chance. And you guys led me down to navsale.com. By the way, check out navsale.com. I bought something, and I'm selling stuff there. So definitely a cool place to go to find some good deals. And I am very happy with this knife, by the way. Yeah, the unboxing coming, and it has that. Can you all hear it? Can you hear it? Let's see if you can hear it. That ting, you hear it? It just sings. It's nice. Yeah, really cool. So, Alex, you were looking for 3 years for something? What did I miss? I missed the conversation. I missed the conversation. Well, I can't keep up with all of them. So, I know the deal. Okay. Yes, if that would be really interesting on the Herman, Matt, it would be. But I did something here, and I don't know if you saw this. That I can't really spend that because I bought something that's a little more than a Herman. And this is a full custom. It's a Trevor Berger Urban XL full custom, purple fat carbon, hand ground, full flat grind. This is ridiculous. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get it on the camera. Can you see that? Can we get that? Do you see that hollow grind on that thing? It is ridiculous. So thin. So yeah, the Herman is very interesting and really tempting, but because of this, I've got to wait a little bit. I'm not unhappy about that, mind you. I really like this knife. Comparing to the Whippersnapper, they're 2 great knives. I love my Whippersnapper. But right now, this is like totally a different type of knife altogether. And I think over time, the Whippersnapper are going to be neck and neck. But this is really cool. Really, really cool. So yeah, the Herman, as cool as that is, I've got to wait. I have to wait. And there's another reason why I have to wait too. And you'll find out this week. Because I might have bought something else. Yeah. So I've already made poor decisions. So I'm not going to make any more tonight. I've already made my own personal poor decisions. I've done them all by myself. I've earned every poor decision I've made. Yeah, I love the sound too. Oh, so Alex, you ordered the B3 purple one? That's cool. That's cool. That's nice. Rob, for the flipper, slide your finger down on the shiny back spacer part. Which one are we talking about here, Dang Ross? Are you talking about this right here? Oh, you're talking in like pushing this down this way, like in, as opposed to down like that, right? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, you're right. It does. Now that you say that, but it does kind of dig in a little bit to my hand though. So I've got to see if I can do. Yeah. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, it definitely has a little more, but I have the magnets with it, so I could change that so I could have a little more resistance and have a, it's not a detent, but it's a detent-like, right? Yeah, I have. And at some point, I'm going to have to just start talking about knives as opposed to acquiring, or I'm going to have to move a lot of inventory. I do have probably, and I've talked about this, I've got a shelf over there of about 12, 14 knives that I'm going to be putting up for sale. Yeah, so I'll be doing that probably because of some of the acquisitions here, for sure. Yeah. Not because some of them I just don't carry. And honestly, with the new acquisitions, I'm not going to be carrying them because the new acquisitions totally taken their spot. I admit it. All right, so what do we got here? We got a link for... Oh, let me see. Oh, man. Okay, I need to get my channel stuff over here. I'm going to put it over here because it's not refreshing like I want it to. All right. I'm not seeing the conversations on my OBS project or OBS Studio app. It's not updating. It's supposed to show me all the chats, and it's not. It's behind. So I got to come over here and look at this. Spyderco is calling you. I know, but I already have a pair. I already have a pair too. So I can't really, I don't know. M4 to S45VN steel is not a big enough jump for me. Now, I never had a Mannix and they had an S110. That was a no-brainer. Absolutely. So I guess if they had an M4 like in a smock or something like that, yeah, I'd do that in a heartbeat for sure. But pair two, you know, nah. And anyways, this was my wife's anniversary present, so I can't ever get rid of this. This stays in my collection forever. This was my anniversary present from my wife, so this has to stay. That's one of those gifts that just, it's never going to leave my collection. Hi, I'm Acid Test. I make poor decisions every day. Well, you know, we can start a support group, Knife Anonymous, right? I wonder if anybody has a channel called Knife Anonymous. That would be a good name for a knife channel. If any of you guys were thinking of starting a knife channel, feel free to use that if it's not already being used. But Knife Anonymous sounds like a good, your whole theme could be like, hi, my name is Knife Anonymous and I have a problem. I like knives. You could start it like that. That would be a cool intro, I think. I don't know. What do y'all think? All right, so I saw a link here. Oh, all right. I'm going to bring this over here. All right, let me do that. I'm going to close a couple of these windows. Let me do this real quick. Oops, not that. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Web. Sorry, hitting the wrong thing. Here we are. I saw the link right here for, yeah, the Skiff Made blades. His knives are ridiculous. I think MC Metal Complex, he bought one of these and they are not cheap. They're really, I mean, he makes incredible skiffs. This is the guy who makes the skiff washers. If you didn't know, he makes the cage ball bearings right here. If you go here, this is where you want to get the cage ball bearings. And if you didn't know what cage ball bearings to get, just click on one of these. There's a link right in here. This little list right here. This is a spreadsheet right here. You click on this and it'll show you all of these. I've actually submitted probably about 15 of these knives are my submissions that I've given to Steve himself, Steve Skiff, and he added these with my submissions. And he, if you have a new knife that's not listed here and you can validate that it fits, he'll add it to the list, right? But anyways, he also makes or started making custom knives, and his knives are insane. So yeah, Rocky, did you buy that? I have to ask you, is it sold because you bought it? Am I going to sell my drift? No. I like this drift too much. I do. I like this one too much. This is one of those knives that I really enjoy. Right now, it's in a contention for one of my favorite knives. Matter of fact, I think I had it recently on that little short that I did on I forget which one this was, but it was definitely one of my knives that I really like. And this one's, I'm really enjoying this one a lot. Now, truth be told, if they come out with a all titanium version with a texture, yeah, this could probably be up for sale for sure. Because I'd probably get that one. All right, hey Chris, thanks for joining, man. Appreciate being here this evening. Thank you so much. Appreciate you joining the live stream tonight, and hopefully we'll see you next week and throughout the week. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I talked about, I actually got tagged in a video. It says 5 knives that bring me joy. And, knives do bring joy. And I know it's a material thing. I get it. Nothing can replace people and family. I get all of that. But there are things that you have that you enjoy. Some people enjoy working on cars. Some people enjoy collecting other things. And there's 5 knives that really brought me joy, and they were the most recent joy. It doesn't mean other knives didn't bring me joy. It wasn't meant to be sentimental, but I think this was one of them, right? But they do bring me joy, and I don't think there's anything wrong as long as we're not making totally horrible decisions, right? It's fine, right? At least that's how I look at it. Yeah, the drift is still on stock and quite. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate that. So Louis, the Drift XL, here it is. You were asking about that. I actually own that, and I got a chance to see this knife when. You can't see it. Let me do this. Sorry, I'm talking about it. I'm thinking I'm showing the desktop. I've got this other screen covering up my normal screen. All right, so. Yeah, so this XL, I actually got a chance to see this when it first got released. Quite Carry allowed me to kind of get an early release of it and look at it, and I liked it so much I asked him if I could buy it. This was kind of a pass around, had a little nickel on there and everything, so I said I didn't care. I'd really like to keep this copy, and so they did. And yeah, so I have seen the Drift XL. I really do like that knife a lot. The 9. Yeah, the 9 is a great knife. I have that one too, by the way. I do. Where is my 9? Oh, here we are. Yeah, so I like the 9 as well. Oops, you can see that right here. So the 9 I think is a great knife as well. I really do like that. I would highly recommend the 9. If you haven't checked it out, I think that's a good knife. Aloha. All right, Fly Pants Fly. Appreciate you being here this evening. I didn't even get to say welcome, but welcome and good night. I feel like I'm doing a, was it the Truman Show? Hello, good morning, good day, good night, whatever. Anyways, but thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Hopefully you'll be back next week. Sensor 226. Hello, welcome. Appreciate you being here this evening. Thanks for joining, man. Yeah, Norman, I agree. There are a lot of good options out there. So the 9 is still out of stock, huh, Matt? Okay, that's a bummer. But that's definitely a good knife to wait for. I think it's really nice. Yeah, so Dean Griffin, I think the Para 3 and M4 is a great one. The other good Manix 2, if you're going to get a Manix 2, the one that I personally kind of recommend, now unless you're going to beat the heck out of the knife, if you do that, get the Para 2 M4. Great choice for a knife that you want to beat up, because M4 steel is great for that. But if you want to have it as a slicer, nice kind of knife, the S110 Manix 2 I really liked. And that's the reason why I modded it as much, because it's S110. Now, I'm not going to go out and hack away with that knife. Now, if I had an M4 one, that I would feel a little more comfortable doing that, just like I would with like the Manix, the MagnaCut blades on the McNees. This steel is ridiculous because it's 63 Rockwell hardness, but the M4 is like one of those tough steels too. Oh, is this the one you're talking about? This right here, the 3 with the RG custom work scales? Yeah, I like that one. It's really nice. Oh, Alex, I think I missed what you were talking about. The quiet carry, okay. Yeah, the Drift is definitely a good one. I had the original Drift before they had the Drift LC, and I like that knife a lot. And with the finger choil, it was a nice knife. I just never carried it, and I don't really know why. And because I didn't carry it, I ended up selling it. It was just one of those knives I didn't carry. And I don't know what it was. I think I had the stonewashed one. I didn't have the texture. Maybe if it had the texture, maybe I'd carried it more. I don't know. But I really like the Drift LC for sure. So, all right, I'm catching up here. All right, so. Yeah, dang Ross. For 310. All right. Well, you know, it sounds like you're trying. Are you convincing yourself, or you're asking us to say, should you do it? I'm gonna tell you, go for it. Unless you shouldn't for other reasons, I would say $30 credit. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer, right? Just kind of tell you to go for it. Oh, you still can't do it. Okay. Well, you know. So, dang Ross, which is the one that you were thinking of getting? I want to make sure I might have missed it. Yeah, I think I missed what you all were talking about. Yeah, I think I missed a few conversations here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up, and I think we have like several conversations, and I'm trying to be part of every one of them. I'm not going to be able to do that, but okay, the 20 CV carbon fiber titanium Spyderco. Oh, is that the Knife Joy one? Yeah, that's a really good one too. Absolutely. Yeah, the full titanium in Vanix. I know everybody's been asking for that, Louis, for sure. Dang, dang Ross, sounds like you weren't ready to do it. So I'm not sure what knife that was, but I'm sorry if I was leading you down the dark path. We don't want to make poor decisions. I already did that last week, right? I did my poor decision last week, but I'm not too unhappy about it. But oh, I hit the wrong screen there. The Subvert is awesome. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Hey, Wanderer King, welcome. Appreciate you being here. The Factor is a Grail knife for me. You know, Wanderer King, it has been for me too. And I've been trying to get a hold of this. And the only reason why I have this is because last week when we were doing the live stream, some people here, was that you, Mind of Milton, or was that who was it that told me about that? Was that you, Matt, or was that Danny? somebody told me about that on nav sale, and the guy was selling it. It was a little above price, but you know, looking at his cost for the fees and everything else, realistically, he's breaking even, and I'm paying for the fees for him to list it. And for me, I felt like, yeah, that's reasonable, especially since it's in such high demand and it was available, so I bought it. Wasn't too terrible, but this is a really nice knife. I do recommend it if you can find it. Even if you pay a little extra. Now, what the guy was selling it for was reasonable, I felt, because I've seen some of these for way higher than that. The Winterblade Mirage. Oh, on pre-order? Oh, that's nice. That's the one that's sort of like an assisted, right? With the magnet kind of assists and open. That one's really cool. Yeah, I can always sell a couple of knives. Louis, I actually have like about 12 knives I need to list, and I'm going to be putting them out soon. I've just been so busy with projects, and I haven't had a chance to list them all, and I'm trying to catch up on everything. But yeah, I have about 12 knives I need to sell. So I'm definitely going to be doing that because I have made some decisions recently that I need to make up for. You know, I bought something here and here and here, and I bought these scales, and so yeah, and a couple of things are coming in this week that are kind of interesting. So there you go. A table of grill knives. Well, I'm not sure how that happened, but yeah, a lot of these knives I've wanted for a long time, and somehow I'm able to get a hold of them. It's kind of unusual, right? But you know, sometimes you have to move things to get things, right? But in this case, some of these, like for instance, the Evo, when this dropped, this is the one Sharp by Design knife I always wanted. And I was so excited to get this one. This is the one I really wanted. Of all the knives, when I first saw Sharp by Design, it was that one. I had the Mini Tempest, I had the Mini Evo, but that is like, every time I hold this one, it's like, yes, this was the knife. Yes, this is what I'm super happy about. So yeah, that was a Grail, right? So I agree. No, so me with knives, my S110V it didn't start off as a lightweight, but I could have. I really could have, and I should have. I didn't know about Rock Scale design scales until after I bought it. And had I known, I would have bought the lightweight. I would have saved $50, right? Because the lightweight scales would have been very similar to this. It's linerless as well. Oops, linerless as well. And it would have been just as nice because it would have been the same thing, right? So if I were to do it over and I knew what I know now, I would have gotten the lightweight scales, and then I would have bought the Rock Scale scales for it, the lightweight version, because that would have been, I think, a lot cheaper. Could probably saved about $100. On the Evo. Dean Griffin. So are you looking at getting the Mini Evo? Because there's still some Mini Evos out there. And everybody who's telling me who had the Mini Evo and then have the Evo Typhoon says the action is exactly the same and just as good. I think my Mini Evo, if you all saw my review, I think mine had a little bit of issue, and I'm pretty sure I did. And I think I should have taken it up on Brian Nadeau. He was willing to let me ship the knife to him and for him to fix it. I wish I had done it. Probably would have still had it. But then I might not have bought the Evo Typhoon. I don't know. And this is the knife that I'm super happy about. And maybe I'll still buy an Evo Mini. Who knows? But I think that's a great knife too. Yeah, I know. Hungry Bird. That is a great price. If you guys didn't get it, you should definitely get that. So the lightweights, let's see. You know what? Let's look real quick. I'm gonna go over here and see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find, where are we? White Mountain Knives. I think White Mountain Knives actually had some in stock. All right, so let me do this. So the one I got was the one I have. I bought this one right here. This is the regular G10, right? So this is the G10 one, and this is, I believe, is the lightweight. Yeah, this is the FRN, and let's look. Yeah, so it does have the screws. Now they're a little different. These look like they might be T6 screws. Not sure if they're the T8, because that's a T8, and those are T6s, I think. I could be wrong. So that's the difference. Now on this one right here, if you get the G10, I think they're all T8s, or maybe they're T10 and a T8. Let me look at mine. Yeah, so on this one, this is a T10 and these are T8s. So yeah, you can see those are T8s and that's a T10. So let me go back to the other one. Maybe they're T8 and T10. Yeah, I don't know. That sure looks like a T6 and a T8 to me. So I mean that's the thing you have to ask yourself. You don't get the recessed screws, right? And so the question is, if you're okay with that, not having the recessed screws, but I do know Rockscale Designs, they do sell screw sets, like screw sets for them. So maybe it's worth checking to see if they can get the recessed screws. I personally like the recessed screws, and so just looking at this, I don't know, maybe that's worth it. So let me look at Rockscale Design again real quick. Do I have them listed here? I actually don't, so I should save that. Let's look. Okay, so see, those are the recessed screws. Does this come with screws? Let's see. Kind of curious. All right, I'm gonna go back here. All right, so here are the screw sets. All right, so okay, so maybe that's what they did. They used these recess screws. So I don't know. It looks like you can use these recess screws, and that's what they did, but you could probably use the ones that came with it, but they don't look like they're recess screws. When I looked over here, this sure looked like they're kind of, I don't know. You see that they typical FRN type of screws. So there you go. I don't know. I haven't bought this one, but definitely worth looking at. A $40 Bokor sword. That's cool. Yeah, hey, you waited 2 years to get yours, Louis. That's cool. And Hungry Bird, I don't know. Hopefully I answered your question. A Nirvana. I don't have one, Alex. Kind of curious about that one. That one is interesting. I'd be curious how that one. Is that one that's actually being released right now? Okay, so you got the Tempest. That's a nice knife. I had the Mini Tempest. All right, so Rocky, appreciate you joining, man. Thanks for being here tonight. Go enjoy. I don't know if you're doing steaks tonight or if you're just heading to bed or just kind of chilling, but thanks for joining the live stream. Definitely had some mods here that we talked about. We definitely got a little distracted talking about some different cool knives, but
Good evening, Craig. Appreciate you being here, Wilkes. Thanks for joining. Brand American? I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly, but Brand, appreciate you joining. Says hardware not included. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Not included. All right. Yeah, but it looks like you could buy it, though. You see, you could buy the screws, right? Yeah, mushroom caps. Definitely that, but they sell the recess screws. So that's kind of worth maybe considering, I think. I would, because you could see the skinny. It definitely looks like the recess screws would fit better and look nicer. So, and I can tell you on this one right here, the recess screws look, I don't know. I think they look really nice. So I don't know what y'all think. To me, that's worth it. And if you're going to buy the Rockscale designs, make sure you get one of their lanyard holes. You can use the lanyard that comes with it, but this lanyard hole, I got it the same color. I don't know if you can see that. Same color as the scales. And it's really smooth and fits really, really nicely. It's you can even change it if you wanted to accent it with a different color. You could do a different color, I believe. So that might be worth it if you're interested. The Para 3 scale, are you talking about the one on the Smoky Mountain Knife Works, Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive? Those are fat carbon. Likely, they're either fat carbon, probably through Rip's Garage technology, I'm going to guess, or I don't know. I don't know where Smoky Mountain Knife Works gets theirs, because they have the fat carbon on this little lander as well, and that was an exclusive as well. But I don't. When I looked at this, it didn't say Rip's Garage technology or anything on there when I took it apart. So I don't know if that's who makes it. Yeah, Craig Wilkes, if you don't know about the drop that everyone's talking about, there is an insane drop going on right now. Let's look at this. I don't know if you can see the clip. Let me get the lighting on there. You see that clip? The clip is really nice, and it's milled well, so it's not like a really thick clip. Metin Boss does really nice clips, but his clips tend to be really thick so they don't bend. This actually has some flex to it. You can actually
You see that? It actually bends and it goes in and out of the pocket really nicely. So, and that clip is radiused as well with the design. So it's really nice. You know, it chokes up and it's contoured. I don't know if you can see that. Beautifully contoured. And it's nice and rounded on the edges. This is really comfortable, by the way. Perfect little EDC size. So it's RG Custom Works. That's the guy. Did that help? Oh, did I disappear? Did my connection go? Huh. Because they didn't tell me I was disconnected or anything. That's weird. I'm sorry, guys. Usually it tells me that I'm disconnected or something. Can you hear me now? I mean, I assume you can all hear me now. Fitbit, Forbid-a-bit. Man, I always have trouble saying that. Forbid-a-bit, welcome. Jovan's Knifeflix, welcome. Appreciate you being here this evening. Thanks for joining. Reza Cyrus, welcome. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I don't know what happened there for a second. It didn't tell me I was disconnected, so that was kind of weird, right? Not exactly sure what was going on there for a second, but that was kind of weird. I'm glad I'm back though. Yeah, everyone's buying the Para 2. And if you guys don't know, everybody who just joined, we've been talking about the Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive, the M4 Para 2 and the Lava Flow fat carbon scales. Great deal. $139. I mean, that's as much as I want a crew wear if I was going to buy another Para 2, which I'm not, because I have an S45VN steel one here, and this is anniversary present from my wife, so I can't get rid of this. This is important. But that would be the one I would get, is the M4, because it's just a ridiculously great deal. Double D-Tent, welcome. Appreciate you joining this evening. Dean Griffin. Oh, he joined on the Lava Para 2 special. Yeah, it hasn't sold out yet, but it certainly seems like that would be a thing to get. I mean, it is an insane price. I wonder if they're just doing it to drum up like activity on their website, because that you sell stuff like that. I mean, I'm definitely going to be going back to Smoky Mountain Knife Works just to check things out for sure. Yeah, you can absolutely sell it easy if you don't want it. That's one of those knives for sure. Yeah, I did. I got the factor already. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, you guys were part of that group that helped me make poor decisions. Yeah, and I'm not regretting this at all. Matter of fact, I even reached out to Brian about it. I said, hey, I finally got a B2. And I said, do you have any of those carbon fiber inserts that you put over this? And he said, yeah, he's going to be making some of these in a few weeks. And so just reach back to him, and he should have some that he's going to be selling. So I'm going to get the cover for that, because I really would like to get that on there. I don't dislike the green. I think it would be really nice. I like that kind of covered look. That's just me. Now, some people I know like the ability to flick it out like that. And I get that. That's cool too. But yeah, I would like to have the ability to be able to do it. Yeah, so, you know, the Para 3 and the Para 2 might not be your cup of tea, and I get that. I was not a big Spyderco fan, period, for the longest time. And then when I got this, I only like this because after you had the Para 3, to me was a really nice, compact, small, perfect EDC size. I like that. The Para 2 is really nice. It's big, but it's not one I carry as often. But this is an anniversary present, so I'll never get rid of it, right? But it is a larger knife, probably larger than I would carry. And I thought of getting the RG Custom Works scales for this one, but I think it'd look better on this one. The Shaman is definitely one I carry, and I do like my scales on my Shaman for sure. So there you go. Yeah, next week everyone will be showing off their Spydercos for sure. A lot of red lava flow Spydercos. If not, you know, check out RG Custom Works and get one of their fancy scales. I think that's definitely worth checking out. Everything is normal. Thanks, Javon. I appreciate that, by the way. I don't think I responded. Jay, welcome. You have Smock and the Yojimbo. Yeah, you love them both. So, you know, Jay, I got the Yojimbo, and I didn't know there was a difference between Yojimbo and a Yojumbo, and I didn't like the Yojumbo. It was too big for me, and I ended up returning that one because I was like, this is ridiculous. So I may have to reevaluate and look at the Yojimbo because I think that sounds like a more reasonable size. The Yojumbo it's kind of like the Manix 2 XL. If you've got really large hands, the Manix 2 XL is an awesome knife. You should absolutely check that one out. If you got really large hands, I think the Yojumbo is an awesome knife. You should check that one out. But if you have, you know, large to extra large hands, I think a Manix 2, a Yojimbo, both are really good sizes. So now, are you talking about, Dang Ross, are you talking about this? Are you trying to get me to do that? Is that what you're trying to get me to do? I don't know if that's what you're trying to get me to do. Or are you talking about something else? I have a feeling you're trying to get me for someone to, you know, stick their finger in there, which, you know, I wouldn't recommend, right? But what he's talking about is, yeah, push that down that way. I wouldn't recommend that. I'm thinking that's what you're talking about, unless I'm missing it. Can you hear me? I don't know what happened there. Can you hear me? Okay. Oh my goodness. I don't know what just happened there. It just jumped over to, like, it was trying to say thanks for joining, and I didn't touch anything. So I don't know what hit it. All right. I'm using this cool little feature, and it's kind of a neat little tool, but it's a tool I really need to, I got to make sure I don't program too many buttons on, because apparently if you get close to it, you can accidentally touch one of the buttons. But anyways, all right. You guys are seeing I'm learning a lot of stuff here tonight. I getting the camera finally better. I know I got to fix the white balance on my camera here, because everything turns blue if there's not anything in here. So we got to fix that. I know that. And then I got to work on these buttons to be a little bit better. No, it's not over. It's not over. I'm still here. I haven't left. It was just acting kind of weird. I don't know why it did that, but there you go. The satin metal above, up here? This right here? So this part right up here, is that what you're talking about? If there's something I didn't, if I missed, I'd like to know. So slide your finger down the metal. Is that what you're talking about? Like, wait. Let me see if I do this. Oh, like that. So you slide it back. Wait, let me do that again. Okay, so like that. So not pushing it down, but oh, that does seem to, it does seem to, I guess, project the knife out a little more. Yeah, more, I guess it opens it stronger. Definitely, I don't know what I can't think of the term right now. When you open and close it, it does open the blade more forcefully. Okay, so you slide it like that and go down. That's what you're saying. Okay. I didn't think about sliding and then coming down. That's interesting. Is that what you meant, Dang Ross? Dang Ross? I think that's what you're meaning. Yes. Okay. I finally, yeah, I got cheers. There we go. It's like, hey, you finally got it. Okay. I see that now. That is interesting. Now, where did you learn that? Did Brian Winters talk about that, or did you just figure it out yourself? Yeah, it definitely breaks the detent better, for sure. I see what you're saying now. I mean, short of using the thumb hole or the fuller hole, that works too, but that does, you're right, I do like that. That's almost like a flipper-like action, right? You get almost like a flipper detent sort of feel where you're really opening and closing the knife more forcefully. I like that. Okay. Well, truth be told, just so you all know, this came in today, and I unboxed this literally an hour before the live stream. So I just recorded the video. Oops, I just recorded the video for this just now. So I haven't really had a chance to play with it yet, right? So, and I just installed these right before the live stream as well. Excuse me, right before the live stream as well. And I hadn't had a chance to really play with this as well either. So you haven't even seen a little short or anything for any of these guys yet. So that hasn't even been released because they were literally open right before the live stream. Yeah, so what is the big things on the B3? I get that it's titanium and it's textured on both sides, right? What other things did he add on it? Is the action supposed to be a little snappier as well on that one, or did they do anything different? Because it looks the same. What else is on the B3? No, I didn't order the B3 because I wanted to get the B2, and at the time, the 9 to 10 month pre-order time was a lot to tie up funds when I could put it toward other knives for the channel. I'm trying to grow the channel, right? I'm trying to do more things, and so if you put money into something like that for 9 to 10 months, that was a significant amount, and the one I wanted to get would be a significant amount to tie up, right? And I was hoping I could get a B2. And I didn't. And then I was kind of thinking maybe I can get one on the market. Maybe aftermarket there would be one available. And you guys helped me find this one, so I was pretty happy about that. Yeah, that works really so much nicer. I can't believe that. That's really cool. All right. Another Brian Winters weird engineering thing that it just kind of the stuff he does. Oh, they're built into the scales. Okay. Stronger magnets. Oh, so Craig, you're going to be in and out of hospital for 6 months. Yikes. That'll be a long time. Oh, so these are glued. Is that what you're saying? Let's see. Okay, so I see that there's a hole where they fit into and they're glued into, but you're saying they're like fitted probably a little bit better. Okay, I got you. That's cool. Yeah. I like the twill carbon fiber, and it's a full carbon fiber. That's really nice. That's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, what's everybody carrying today? I will tell you what I carried today. If you're interested, I carried my Trevor Burger Urban XL. I enjoyed carrying that today. Kind of hard not to want to carry this. So yeah, I enjoyed carrying that one a lot. So I was carrying that. I carried this in the morning, and then I switched out for that because I had this overnight. Usually go to bed with a knife and I put it with my wallet and stuff, and then next morning I switch something out. So that's why you'll usually see like 2 different knife videos in a day. If I do 2, sometimes I only do 1. I've been doing 1 lately. Batch 2 carbon fiber side was a 2-piece with removable magnets inside, with the idea of making it more tunable with magnet swapping, but it turned out to be a headache for the customer and him. Okay, all right, I see what you're saying. So the B3 is going to be just like, I'm going to tune it. It's going to be, this is the way it is. Okay, I got you. Oh, you just got out after 6 months. Wow. Hope everything's okay. Hope you're good, Craig. You carried your Arcona Buron? I don't know what that one is. I got to look that up. What is that? Let me see if I can find that. That is the Arcona, if I could spell and talk too, right? Arcona Buron knife. Let's see what that is. There it is. Oh, it's a knife nuts. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. You don't want to see that. Holy cow. That focused in on me a little too much. Here we go. Yeah. That's a sweet knife. I want it to get, it's for purchase me off. You see the purchase, you want to click it, but then we're unable, it's sold out. Yeah, I remember I went in there to try to buy it and it was sold out. I believe it's like, is it Czechoslovakian or sort of Polish or something like that, right? Oh, you wanted to get the inlaid version of the iMamba. That did look really nice. I'll have to admit that was a really sweet version of the knife too. Yeah. I like that. So I really like the iMamba. I like my iMamba. I have the original one. Mine is not the Skiff Cage ceramic ball bearings. Let me go back to the desk so you can see this. Mine is the Skiff. It's not the Skiff Cage ceramic ball bearings. Matter of fact, I took mine apart recently to clean it out, and it's pretty easy to clean if you're comfortable working with ball bearings that are free. Wasn't really hard at all, as long as you're careful. And it was nice to clean it out. And I was able to, this is a first for me. I tightened the detent on this and it's a little snappier now. I like that. I do. I like that a lot. So I did tighten the detent a little bit. It's not going to be as snappy as the newer versions, but definitely a little snappier. But still one of my favorites. But yeah, if I was getting one, I want to get the carbon fiber, the rattlesnake carbon fiber inlay. That looked really sick. That looked amazing. Excuse me, amazing. Yeah, the newer ones are cage ceramic ball bearings. Yeah, and and I saw the inside of it. I think left EDC. He opened it up. It's so smooth on the inside. Matter of fact, let's go look at that. I think I do actually have that as Knife Makers Designers. I'm Arno Bernard. Where are you? Arno Bernard. Oh, I don't have it at Arno Bernard. I have it saved as the African Sporting Creations. That's the one I saved. Yeah. So I go over here. And we go to where knives? Oh, over here. And we go to folding knives. So if you guys didn't know, you can actually pre-order them right now, and they'll be available to ship in, I believe, August. Excuse me, August. Did I miss it? I must have done steak knives. Okay, there we go. All right, yeah. So this is the new version right here. The one I really was very interested in is this one right here. This looked amazing. Oh, it's mid September. Okay, so if you ordered it before, you could have gotten it probably July, August. Now it's mid September for the ones that are being ordered now. But it is cage ceramic ball bearings, right? Now it does have. If you notice, if you flip the other side, let's go over here. Come on. It looks like it's a not caged, a caged pivot, but it actually is. It has a D shape in the pivot. When I took mine apart, it is locked in place, and they use like super glue. I think it's Loctite 742. I forget what it's called, but it locks one of the pivots in really solidly, and only one pivot loosens up. So just so you know, so it's like a caged pivot. So I think that's kind of cool. But yeah. Yeah, you're right. September drop. You're absolutely right. Yeah, you can get washers. That's right. Yes, that's true. You can get washers on these guys now. They have the thick skiff washers too. By the way, which means that you could swap them out too. If you were to get one, you could still probably get the skiff. If you had the skiff washers and you bought it with skiff washers, you could order the skiff cage ceramic ball bearings from skiff directly, and you can switch them out if you wanted to. But I actually had a knife. Somebody lent me a Vision R with the skiff washers in there, and it's really smooth. It kind of has that feel of like an Umnumzon. It's like a real kind of a glassy, smooth feel to it. It's unique. It's very unique. And for some, if you're in a place where you have a lot of dust and a lot of dirt, that is a really cool option to have. I think, it could definitely be your, it could be your Chris Reeves sort of African version, right? So I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't see where it says where you would choose on that. Let's see if we click add. Does it tell me? No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, maybe if we go back, does it say if any of these have the washers? What? Damasteel? What? What? Damasteel? Is that the blade Damasteel? Okay. That's cool. I didn't know that. Oh, but this is a wrinkle. Oh, this is the slip joint. Yeah. I think these are slip joints. Oh. It's not the iMamba. I thought the iMamba had that. Okay. Well, anyways. So the Vision R was interesting, and I'm all about fidgetiness of a knife, and I like the concept of the Vision R. I really did. But for instance, like I have a where are you? Where'd it go? Here it is. I have a Andrew Demko 80-20.5, right? And so the 80-20.5 I like a lot, and I like to be able to flip it like this. And the original one that I had, the FRN version of it, these were really sharp and very uncomfortable. And I can tell you it was not a good, pleasant experience. This later version here with the S35VN blade steel and in the G10 or the carbon fiber, they've really tuned this. It's much better. Okay, so I'll just say this doesn't dig in as much. So I like that. The Vision R I found was really uncomfortable after a while. It was a little smaller. It didn't have any jimping, and it was like it was a nub that dug into my fingers. So I think if you have really thick callous hands, I think it's perfectly fine. I think that made it not pleasurable and not enjoyable for a fidget type of knife. So for me, that kind of, and also the aesthetics of it, it was a really cool knife to experience. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Does that make sense? There's a lot of knives that I really like for their engineering and their cool uniqueness, but they're not quite my cup of tea, right? I can still appreciate them. This doesn't mean that I'll probably have them in my collection. I probably won't carry them, but I still like them. Is that fair enough? I mean, do you guys, now don't get me wrong, there's some knives I don't like at all, and yeah, I'll never have it in my collection, and I have no desire whatsoever to experience them, but that's okay. We all have our likes and dislikes, and we don't have to apologize for them. That's what you like, and It's what I like. It's okay. But I do try to appreciate a knife for what it is, right? Most knives I can find something I like in it. But I like the Vision R in that regard. But yeah, it was just kind of different for me. It just didn't lure me in. Does that make sense? So, okay. Gretchen, hey, welcome, by the way. I didn't say hello. You're thinking about pulling the trigger. Okay. What are you thinking about pulling the trigger on? I must have missed that conversation. iMamba. Okay, yeah, definitely. I don't think you can go wrong with the iMamba. I think it's a great knife. With the exchange rate right now and what they're selling these for, it is a ridiculously great deal. It really is. Yeah, I think it's a really great knife. I really do. If you like the aesthetics and look of it, it's so buttery smooth. I mean, I get it. Tuning to detent and action, all that stuff has a lot to do with it. But when the milling is so smooth and so precise, you just know when really good, ball bearings roll over a smooth surface, there's a different type of feel to a knife than when the milling is not as smooth. You all know what I'm talking about? That's unique. And the iMamba has that. I would say my Trevor Burger has that very unique feel too. It's very smooth. I can tell you when this closes, it has that very, very smooth action that you have on very unique knives. I would even say like the Evo Typhoon has that right out of the box. They really nailed that down. So yeah, definitely. I think you'll like it. I would recommend it. I'm not trying to make you make bad decisions, but if you're on the fence and you would buy it, but you're thinking of other knives, I don't think you can go wrong with the iMamba. I think you would really enjoy it. So Nuga Knives, you don't like the 80-20s and the 80-20.5s? I will tell you, I actually got a chance to handle an 80-20. It's a big knife. I mean, it's significantly bigger than 80-20.5, and I didn't care for it. I like the 80-20. To me, the aesthetics and everything about it, I enjoy. Okay, so I enjoy this knife, but it's not for everybody, right? Just like the Vision R isn't for everybody. There's a lot of knives. The Spyderco, some people hate the Spyderco and some people love the Spyderco, right? That's one of those real steel. Some people are absolute real steel fans and some people do not care for the real steel knives. I get that. So there we go. So Trevor, I think if you're thinking about the iMamba as a fidgeter, yeah. When I have that knife in hand, I can tell you, I can fidget this all night long. It is so, and what I really enjoy is just seeing how smooth it after a while. Now, I haven't fidgeted with this a while and I cleaned it out, so it doesn't have a whole lot of oil in there. I do need to carry it a little bit again and get some oil going in there because I cleaned it completely out. Because I had it for a while and I got it dirty and I carried it a lot. But it is a very fidgety knife. And this fuller here, the way it's cut out on the fuller right here is just ridiculous. It's perfect. And it just looks like I don't know, it looks like the kind of knife Tony Stark would carry from Iron Man. I don't know. At least that's how I picture it. Hey, Dean, appreciate you joining. Have a great night. Thanks for joining the live stream. We are at 9:30, so yeah, we've been going for a while here. We might wrap it up in maybe 10 or 15 minutes, but it's been a great evening. I appreciate you guys all joining. Thanks for joining for the giveaway. We'll have a live stream just talking knives next week if you want to join. No giveaway, but it'll be definitely a live stream just talking knives. Oh, don't do it? What? Dang, Ross, you say don't do it? Why? Well, okay, so Dang Ross, I agree. If you like the design of the inlay, it's beautiful. I would definitely consider. So let's look real quick. You look at the inlays, right? And some of these are really, really cool. I like the carbon fiber one, and this rattlesnake carbon fiber, that looks really cool. But I will tell you, I really like the plain one. I know that may not be for everybody, but I like the plain one. I like plain titanium a lot, but I do also like carbon fiber. Don't get me wrong. You see a lot of carbon fiber. I think if I did it over though, dang Ross, it would be this one right here, the rattlesnake carbon fiber. That's the one I would want to get. That just looks really, really nice. And I think it's gold carbon fiber. So. Oh yeah, the compact version isn't it like 18 or something like that? Or I know it's a smaller version and a thinner version too, so it'll be a real slicer. That looks really cool. Oh, buy the knife, but don't pull the trigger. Yeah, I mean, it does. Speaking of trigger, I mean, if we want to play that all the way, it has a trigger place where you can put your finger, but don't put your finger there, right? Well, you might want to see what I'm talking about. It does have what they call like you could put choke up to the trigger area. I wouldn't do it because of the sharpening choil, not very safe. So I would agree with Dang Ross. Don't, buy the knife, but don't pull the trigger. Yeah, it's going to definitely be you choke up like this as much. I wouldn't ever choke up there, but probably not what he meant. I'm pretty sure, but me being the practical kind of nerdy engineer guy, I'm going to think that way. So the blue kudu bone, that looks really cool. I agree. The blue kudu bone is really nice too. No doubt. Let's go look at that one. Oh, that's a green kudu bone. Where's the blue one? I thought I just had the blue one. There it is. Yeah, now that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with that one for sure. Absolutely. If that's the one I wouldn't not tell you to do it. Let's put it that way. Synthetic ivory, if you like the tuxedo kind of sort of pseudo tuxedo, it's not really black and white. That's kind of cool. The basic uni black carbon fiber, I do like that. I like carbon fiber. I like just a straight. Now, oh, wait a second. Did you see that? It looks like it's kind of a wavy pattern. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. Oh, I don't want to go that way. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting carbon fiber pattern. That's kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, the whippersnapper. Definitely, Trevor. Absolutely, the gold fat carbon fiber inlay. That's really nice. But they look like they do that nice coating. The people in, just like Trevor Burger, the iMamba, they're both made in South Africa. There's no flaw in this fat carbon at all on the Trevor Burger. Just like on their stuff, it looks like they've all know how to fill it in, just like the whippersnappers, right? They really know how to do a really nice carbon fiber. Oh, you have a mammoth molar and you love it? That's cool. Yeah, gold. It would be cool if they did the gold fat carbon in the iMamba and had that kind of to me, the whippersnapper and the gold fat carbon looks like amber jewel, and that would be really sick. I think that would be cool, for sure. So what? I think we started talking about it, and people may have said it. We all got distracted and talking about a lot of cool things. What was everybody carrying today? I mentioned I was carrying my Trevor Burger. Probably, you can guess what I'm going to be carrying tomorrow. I'll be carrying my, I'm not showing the desktop. I'll be carrying my Para 3 tomorrow for sure. If not, be carrying my Winter. Dang, I really like that. Thank you very much. Thank you. That is really awesome. That is really cool. That made my night. To be able to, now I can't do it because I'm not a lefty. But that's really cool. That really made my night to be able to flip it. What's everybody else going to be carrying? Chris Reeve, large Sabenza 31. Very cool. Migron Morial. Nice. Mini Sheepdog and a Sock Tinker. That's a nice trio of knives there. I like that. Tomorrow, I think it's a quiet 9. Fair enough. I do like the 9. I carried when I last carried it, a couple of weeks ago. I always feel like I need to carry this again sometime soon. I miss this one. It's just such a nice slicer. Yeah. Now Sabenza, I don't think I never had a Sabenza. I had an Umnumzan. Liked the Umnumzan. Great knife. It seems like I was talking to ODC for EDC on his live show, and he was talking about a way to actually tune a Sabenza and an Umnumzan, even with that ball inside, the little ball inside the lock bar. And it's like you bend it back where the cutout is on the frame. So I guess if I can do this right here, let me see if we can show this on the screen. So where this little lock bar part is, I guess you take it apart and you bend it there, not over here, pushing it out, because the ball, you're not gonna be able to get past it. So I guess there is a way to tune those. If I had known that, maybe the Umnumzan would never have left my collection. I don't know. Just ain't, you're carrying 3, huh? That's a good amount of knives for sure. The Skaha 2, that sounds familiar. The Drop Bear, okay. The Sandris Knives Monza, that sounds familiar too. Those all sound like some really cool knives, and I have to look them up because I don't remember every one of those knife names. So let me look at a couple of those up, because they are knives that I am not normally familiar with. So the Migaron, I'm pretty sure I know what that one is. That's the one that I actually been really thinking about getting. Now, do you have the budget version or do you have the really nice titanium version? Because I think there's 2, right? That's the one, there's 2 different versions of that one. So I want to look at that one. If I can type. All right, so I'm going to go over to the web real quick. So let's look at that one. The Migron Morale, where's that? There we are. Okay. So I know this is the really great budget version, but I thought they had a really fancy version of it too, didn't they? I thought they had a really fancy, nice version of it. The same one, but it was a little... Maybe I'm thinking of a different knife. I don't know. But what I have heard about that one is I've heard really, really great reviews about it. So let's take a look. Yeah. I think whether you're a fan or not of him, but Metal Complex, I think he called this, like, he thinks it's going to be the knife of the year he's going to be picking out for the best budget knife. He thinks they've executed this like absolutely perfectly in every way possible. So is that your experience with it? I was just kind of curious. Pulsar. Okay, so Sandris Knife Monza. I want to look that one up too. Wait, let's look up oh man, you guys got a lot of knives here. Some of these I've heard of, but I don't know, because they're not knives that I normally carry. Drop Bear knife. That one I'm pretty sure I know. Let's just take a look at it. No, that's not it. Is that the one to drop? Is it a Drop Bear? Is that a slip joint? Oh wait, here we go. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, that one, Drop Bear. Oh, that's a cool one. Yeah. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, I knew that one. That's a nice one. I mean, not that I didn't think it was a nice one, but it's one of those that seriously have thought of maybe getting. Just like I would like to get the original XL in the frag pattern. That one looks really kind of cool. Okay, so let's look at that Sandras. Oh, the Sandras Monza. Oh, that's the one with the, yeah. I think that's the one I've been thinking about. It reminds me of the Sneck lock, if that's the one we're thinking about, right? I think that's yes. Okay. I was thinking about wanting to get this one. It looks really cool, but I wasn't sure how that lock would be, and if it's similar to the Sneck lock, if it would be dig into the finger and not be comfortable after a while, right? So, you know, I started having doubts about it after when I was almost ready to order it. So I don't know. Does it dig into your finger with that lock on the tip there after a while? Does it start to, can you fidget like crazy with it, or does it, after a while, does it kind of dig into your hand a little bit? See how he was working it? Makes me think I'm not going to be super fidgety for a long period of time, but it still looks ridiculously cool. The fidget factor for me is a big deal when I buy a knife. It's a really important thing for my personal choice. If I'm going to carry a knife, it's got to have a fidget factor. I mean, you can execute something really well like the Chavez Redemption and with a kickstop. And there's a few knives that I'll be okay with just one deployment method if it's ridiculous. Sorry, the Urban EDC F5.5 does it really well. The Quiet Carry Drift XL does it well, right? So I'm okay with those. All right, so what else? What else is everybody carrying? All right, so Drop Bear, the Skaha. The Skaha 2, that sounds familiar. Skaha. All right, that's pretty cool. Huh. I'm not familiar with that one. That's kind of one of those knives I don't think I'm real familiar with. So North Arm, is that the British Columbia? Oh, they're the Canadian knives. Oh, yeah. I've looked at those. That is kind of cool. Okay. Very nice. What else? The Pulsar. Okay. Pulsar is a nice one. The Gunslinger. Chris Reeve knives, Rotten Evo. Oh, Custom Knife Factory. Sorry, the Custom Knife Factory, Rotten Evo. That's one of those knives I really would love to at some point. It looks really appealing, but they're hard to get, right? And if you got on the pre-order, I didn't know anything about it. And when I actually had a chance to pre-order, I didn't know anything about it. So I was kind of bummed about that. Yeah, it has a Vision R lock. Yeah, so it's a Sneck lock, right? It's like the Snex lock. I'm sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. HRC 71. Yeah, for that for the Sandras. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's super sharp, and I think you like sharpen it like every 200 years or something. No, I'm just kidding. Like every few years, you might have to sharpen it, depending on how much you even use it. The Kaiser Drop Bear, that's a nice one. I like that one. Sheer Gorf Quantum. Wow, that's nice. I've really been interested in Sheer Gorf. There's a few that I've really been tempted by, but I haven't yet made that decision. And sometimes they're hard to get, right? And I don't want to be in that situation where I'm buying it in an impulse sort of thing. I'd like to have a little moment to think about it, but I am very interested in getting a Sheer Gorf. The Mojave Outdoor exclusive Drop Bear. Oh, very nice. Very nice. All right. So, okay. So you can fidget with it. All right. So it's not super hard to work with that Snex locks. Okay. That's good to know. Fibitapet. Not sure. I'm having a hard time saying it. The action is absolutely insane. Okay. That's good to know, Trevor. That's really cool. Yeah, it looks like it's really cool. I definitely would like to check that out. Well, here, let's go back to the, oops, where is it? That's a wait list. I don't want to be on the wait list. I want to see the knife. There. Oh, that's somebody's video. We don't want to get a copyright infringement, so I'll just look here. How about that? Now that looks like a wooden one. Do they have like carbon fiber? I'm assuming they do. Oh, is that JG10? That's kind of cool. All right, I kind of dig that. Orange, very outdoorsish. Oh, okay, carbon fiber, yeah. All right, that's cool. That's super cool. That's really cool. Okay, yeah, I think I could do that one. The Recon 1, oh, okay. The Recon 1, have a couple of them. Absolutely, Alex. I'm sure you do. Now, do you have like one of those special versions, or do you have like one of the, any of the fancy ones? Okay, so you have carbon and fat carbon. Oh, nice. Nice. That's the one you got? Okay. Very cool though. I do like that. Yeah, even with that light right there, that carbon fibers, that's nice. That's a really nice pattern on the carbon fiber. Wow. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, they have a lot of carbon fiber pictures for sure. And okay, is that red fat carbon fiber or lava flow? That's cool. It's lava flow. Yeah, that's lava flow. Okay. Oh, and I got the Arctic Storm. That's nice. Okay, yeah. All right. I'm definitely gonna have to be looking at that. That's cool. Okay, so who else? Bedtime for you. All right, Dang Ross. Great talking to you. Hey, thanks for the little hint on the knife on the Factor. I really appreciate that. That's made this a whole lot more enjoyable. That's kind of cool. Nice little hint. The Sheargorf Quantum R1 RIP or R1P titanium handle Chromax. Oh, very nice. Multi-row bearings. That's cool. That's really cool. So how does Chromax, what is that comparable to, Chromax? I'm not familiar with Chromax steel. That's one of those steels I meant to look into, but I've never looked into it. Is it like 154? Is it like well, what is it similar to? Do you know? Okay, so you held an E Knives exclusive Shiro Quantum. Okay. So Nuga Knives, I actually held a Sheargorf before, and it's the one with a really, really subtle flipper. For some people, they really like that very sleek, very barely able to get to flipper, and that's fine if that's your cup of tea. I like a flipper I can get to and use, right? I enjoy a flipper. Even this looks like it's, but because it's the kickstop, it works really well. And I like a flipper I can really use. So for me, if I'm going to have a flipper, I really want to be able to enjoy that flipper. That's my cup of tea, right? And the Sheargorf ones that I tried didn't have a really strong flipper, so they were out. But I've seen other Sheargorfs that have really good flippers and have fullers. You can have multiple deployment, and that's the ones that attract me. But they're also not cheap. So first time having, all right. Well, you have to let me know. Okay, so you're looking into it. That's cool. Yeah, the Hinder knives are kind of overdoes it. Nuga Knives, since you talked about Hinder, I could give you a hint about what I can give you a hint or Hinder about next week. There might be a Hinder next week. How about that? Is that subtle? Hey, Holly Young, welcome. Appreciate you joining tonight. We're just talking knives. We've been up we've been going for a couple hours, about 2 hours and 45 minutes. We've been talking what's your favorite mod or what's your most recent mod. That's what we've been chatting about. Now we're just talking about what people have been carrying all week. And people have been talking about some pretty awesome knives. And then we started talking about, I mean, we talk about pretty much anything. Anything knife related. It's up for grabs, right? No worries. Stream's been great. I feel like we've been having a lot of good conversations. Everyone's having other conversations, so that's, I think, what it's all about. You know, everyone should, you know, share what their you know, what brings them joy in knives, right? I think. Yeah, the Hinders have been selling lower, and I'll tell you why. I think it's because they've been bringing out more inventory on the Hinders. They've really been pushing, which is good in ways because I think it doesn't inflate the market. But it's good. The reason, hear me out, why I think it's also good. It's because they'll have more variants out there, and I think that's what's going to be more appealing. So, for instance, I had no desire to look at any Hinders. There was only 2 Hinders I think that I ever wanted to entertain. Was the Maximus, because I actually handled it and I really liked it. But I'm not going to see that for a couple of years because they release those every couple of years and they release a very limited amount. I'm hoping with the more inventory they're moving, it might be out sooner. The other one was the XM18 non-flipper. That was the only other one that I even had a slight interest in. And I was on the notification list this last week and I got notified from Hinderer about maybe one of those. So there. How do I like my Atom? I like it a lot. I've had this knife for several years. I actually have 2 sets of scales for it. I have the titanium ones here. These are the milled titanium ones. They're not there's 2 different texture patterns you can get. This is the lined one. There's another one's diamond, and really cool. A little more, but very, very cool. So if this is boring to you, you look at the diamond patterns. Those are nice. But I also have the red fat carbon contoured scales, and I kept those because you can swap these out super easy. 2 screws, you pop them out, put them in. Now on this side you have to take the clip out obviously, but it's super easy to swap them out. And I like both scales, and I didn't want to get rid of the red fat carbon because I like the option of being able to swap them out. That's what makes this knife to me enjoyable. Yeah, it's a great knife. It's phosphor bronze if you didn't know, but the action is ridiculous. Super thin, slicey blade, and comes to very nice thin edge. Sharpens up well. The CPM 20CV steel is really great. It is phosphor bronze, but the action is ridiculous. The liner lock, everything's titanium, so it's really light. I think it's a nice knife. I think it's one of those gems worth getting. Oh, so you got the DLT trading, Para 3, and crew wear. You know, everyone, I was telling everyone that if I was going to get a different Para 2 or Para 3, I would probably get the crew wear. That's the one that's been interested. But I already have a Para 2, and I have my Para 3 that I just upgraded the scales on to my RG Custom Works that I really like. And they're both S45 VN steels. If I could have gotten a different steel, I probably would have, but that being said, I don't normally have 2 more 1 knives, but everyone's been getting the Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive, the Para 3, the M4 version. It's on sale for $139. So if you're thinking of getting a Para 2 for any reason, I know it's a big knife. This is an anniversary present, so I'm not ever getting rid of this, but it is a big knife, and I don't carry this as much as I carry my Para 3. But if you're ever looking for a Para 2, the Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive Para 2 in M4 and lava flow fat carbon might be something interesting. Maybe not for you, maybe as a gift, but definitely, I know it's a big knife, but I know a lot of people have bought it, but just want to let you know in case you didn't. Yeah, we just talk knives all night long. We keep going. Sometimes we forget what time it is, and we realize, hey, wait a second, we all have to sleep. You could get the Kershaw Decimus. Okay, that's cool. Oh, Jay, you got an Atom? You got the micarta one coming. That's cool. Now, so if you're a micarta fan, I mean, TRM makes some really nice micarta scales. If I was totally into micarta, that is a fun place to shop. I don't know if any of you guys watch Knife Nerdery. I know Kevin over there at Knife Nerdery, and he really likes the Neutron. He likes smaller knives, but he loves TRM, and he's really good friends with the folks over there at TRM. And he really likes micarta, so he has a ton of their stuff. But if you like micarta and that kind of stuff, yeah, you're going to love that. But I also like a lot of their other stuff. I like the fact they have carbon fiber, fat carbon fiber. They have the titanium. All of those are really cool. Your wife. My wife just she's like, I'm going to bed. She's probably already upstairs in bed taking a shower, waiting for me. So yeah, I hear you. Probably dark out there. Looks like all the lights might actually be off out in the living room. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there we go. So I'm in my office. It's kind of, I have soundproofing here to try to keep the noise down so you guys can't hear any of my teenage sons having loud discussions. Hey, Trevor, have a great night. Thanks for joining. We'll hopefully see you next week and throughout the week. So thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate you being here, man. Thanks. You're thinking about the texture atom. That's cool. They've had a lot of them. And there's the texture and there's the line one. There's two different variants. I think both are cool. I would have probably gotten the texture had it been around when I wanted to get this, but I'm still happy with this. So it's good. I can stream for another 4 hours. I got to get some sleep. I have to wake up tomorrow myself, so we may have to wrap it up here in a little bit. Let's see what. Yeah, we got about 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. We're gonna wrap it up for the evening. But you replied I replied my knife family. Hey. Yeah, that's funny, Alex. I have to remember that one. So the Kershaw Decimus. Okay, so I'm kind of curious about that because my Kershaw live wire. I really like the live wire. That's a good knife, a good OTF. If you didn't know, Decimus knife. Let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, that almost reminds me of. Here, let's flip over. That reminds me of the Rick Hinderer Maximus. It almost. I wonder if it has any Rick Hinderer influence on there. Is that style? Let me see if Rick. Yep, Rick Hinderer. Sure enough, look at that designer, Rick Hinderer. This reminds me of the Maximus. Yeah, that's why. This is almost exactly like a version of the Maximus. Now the Maximus is a little more expensive, but yeah, every time I saw it, I thought, man, that sure looks like the Maximus. I like that one, and I like the Maximus. So that's a pretty cool. Now I see why you're saying that. I got you. Now I'm connecting the dots. Took me a little while to connect the two dots, but I got there. I got there. Yeah, that's definitely cool. I wonder, does he have any variants of that? How many variants does it come in? Makes me wonder now. Okay, so you have this one. And this looks like it is like D2 or something. What's the steel? What's it say? Where's the steel? Do we have the blade steel? Well, all right. So the other one I saw over there had a different blade steel. So let's look at that. Oh, it's 8CR 13 MOV. That's not bad. That's okay budget steel. I mean, it's for $35. That's a good deal. For $35 for sure. I would like to see something like that. I thought I saw something that was a little higher end steel over here. Maybe it's the same 8CR 13 MOV. Is it the same? Yeah, it's the same. Okay, so they just charge more. Okay. definitely along the lines of the Maximus. Very, very cool. Thanks for sharing. All right, Norman and Vader, good night. Have a good evening. Yeah, we're going to be signing off here probably in a couple of minutes. So I appreciate everyone being here tonight. Thanks so much. Any last insights from anybody? Anything cool that they've encountered this week you want to share? We can sign off on. Holly, what are you considering? Oh, the Kershaw. No, the Kershaw or the Atom? Well, I will leave you all with this. You might see an unboxing on a hinderer this week, a rig hinderer. That might happen. So there we go. Just Nate, thanks so much. Everyone, thanks for all being here. It's been a fun night. I enjoy these. I enjoy talking with you guys. I really do. I mean, that's why I do all this, because I like knives. And I like other people who like knives, and so that's always fun. We don't always have to like everybody else's knives, but we just like knives, and so we appreciate people who like knives. So we like people who like knives who like knives. It's okay to like those knives and like those people. So that's what we do. We like that. That was kind of confusing, huh? On that note, I will say good night. Yes, just Nate. Yeah, XM18. That's the big hint. Okay, that was not a hint. That was a confession. Anyways, stupid question. No question is stupid. Let's see here. Can you answer maybe? You can't. See, can you answer maybe? How many subs usually till companies start sending you stuff for reviews? So Nuga Knives, it took me a while to get into the Apex group. It's a matter of, I don't know the answer. Sometimes if you know the right people who know the right people, things happen really fast for you. Your channel could be growing really well and could be growing really fast, and you still may not be in the right group. And then sometimes, you know, you can just know the right people and things, you're helped along a little bit more. It varies. You know, I'm a different type of channel than most other channels. I'm kind of nerdy. I like knives. I talk more from a nerdy perspective. You know, I'm not a bushwhacker. I'm not a veteran. I support the U.S. military. And I do a lot of analysis and things for the government, but I'm not a former Army Ranger or Navy SEAL or anything like that. I don't make knives. I appreciate knives. I appreciate the science of knives and engineering of knives. So I'm different. So mine's taking a little bit longer for me. I know other people, it's a little faster for them. So I don't know. I don't know what the magic formula is. I also don't go out of my way to reach out to people. I will ask them if I happen to run into them and say, hey, you know, what does it take to become an affiliate? Because I've asked that a few times. Some of them have told me, you know, we just don't do it. Then I find out they do affiliates, but it sounds like more they looking for specific people to be affiliates, which is fine. Maybe I don't fit that bill, and I'm totally okay with that. But I have had people reach out to me to be affiliates, and that's kind of cool. And it's probably because the people that watch my content, you guys and everything, are more the people that they want to market to, and they feel like, hey, you know, maybe I can pass that along to you guys and be, you know, sales, discounts, cool new items, whatever. So, you know, in mine, it's taken a long time, right? It didn't happen overnight, and it's probably going to take a few more years before all that happens, you know. So I don't know. I don't have a really good answer for you. I'm still learning, and I don't have the solution to that. I hope people find value in this, and they will reach out to me at some point more, but we'll see. You know, I will still do this because I love knives, right? No matter what, I'm still doing this because I love knives. No questions asked. So, you know, hopefully other people enjoy it and like the content, and we'll keep on having fun with it. Until then, you know, then we'll just keep doing it. Holly, have a great night. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, Just Nate. Hey, no problem, Nuga Knives. You guys all have a great evening. Thanks so much for being here tonight. It's been fun. It really has. It's always fun to do this. So, we didn't really get a chance to do any kind of shout outs, but just because somebody asked me, am I going to do the Scottish throat pipes? So the Scottish throat pipes was recorded to this. So if you're not familiar, that's what this is right here. So I'm going to go back to the desk, but this is if anybody ever becomes a member or something like that. And that was all based on the first night that the channel got monetized. I didn't have anything. And somebody asked me, what are we going to do in celebration? And it's based on something I did in college. I had a few too many beers and we would play the Scottish bagpipes. So I will do that for you all because I know somebody was waiting for that. So to say goodnight, I'll play it in a musical way. Good night on the Scottish bagpipes. Good night, y'all. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.